Go back to the front part. All right. Live stream. All right. Make sure I can be heard. Make sure my sound is up. All right, so the sound is good. All right, so the sound is good. You think it's, yeah, it is fixed, King. Okay, let's, all right, good. Yeah, I was trying to, I hate that vertical look. I was trying to fix it and I just seen the button. I was like, okay, I kept turning off the chat and getting everything done. Okay, so we got 14 people in here. We are back. We are back. We got 3 thumbs up. I know I lost some people. All right, let me get my greetings up. We're back in action. Carolina R, what's happening? King Delight, what's up? Jessica B&A. I ain't never heard that. She said, ooh, it's working now. It's due time. You damn right, baby. I got to get a swig off that because my nerves was rattled. You know what I'm saying? With the pinky up. All right, let's get this thing going. We got Chris in the house. Tammy Z, what's up? I knew you was going to be here, baby. This the only moderator we got in here right now. King Delight, he the only one. Where Belinda at, man? Tony Takes, what's up? K&H Pegram, what's happening? Kind Lady, what's going on? Hazel Cooley, I knew you was going to be a Christ for life. God bless, you know what I mean? 36 people in here, man. I apologize for what happened earlier, but I hate that straight stream where I got to flip the phone up. That's corny. I don't like my stuff looking like that, so I found out how to do it. Sandra Brislin, what's going on? Friday Night Family. We got Tony Gray in the house. YouTube's finest. Miss Minnie, what's up? All right, who else we got? Listen, now it's 7:09. In 1 minute, we're going to have to start. We ain't worrying about the likes and all of that stuff, but I need y'all to hit the likes, all of y'all that are in here that survived the storm with me because it's raining outside and it's acting stupid. So we're going to make this thing do what it do, okay? I got some good stories for y'all tonight. Most of them are John Wash stories. I repeat, most of them stories that I got tonight are about John Washington. So check it out. All right, I'm going to tell you before we start, because we're not going to really wait for everybody to pile up in here because I'm a little bit behind. I got something to do tonight. Now I'm going to tell you guys something. I'm going to tell you a story on top of a story. I'm going to tell you guys 10 stories. Right now, you know, I got my board over here. I've been thinking about these stories all week, and like, you know, they have to come back to my mind, so I had to figure out what's going on. But I've been dying to do this because these stories I thought about earlier this week, so I got them all around the same time. I'm talking to relatives at home and talking about stuff in the past. So I'm like, yo, I got these stories already. I can't wait to tell them to you too. Check it out. I'm gonna tell you a pre-story first. This story happened to me yesterday. Now this is what happened, right? Now, you know, most of you guys know I do aquariums. I go and I clean aquariums. I have customers. I have my own clientele and stuff like this. I'm driving outside of Houston yesterday. My first jobs were 80 miles away from here. I'm not going to tell you the city, but they were 80 miles away from here. It was a route that I do, right, during the month. So one of my clients, like I have clients I've never seen before. I have alarm codes. I have keys to different places. And like, you know, I never see these clients. I just check in with them. Hey, I'm at the house. Hey, I'm not at the house. And over time, you know, you get to meet people sometimes and, you know, they get to see that you're cool. You ain't gonna go tear their house up or something. So you become almost like family. Now, I had this client over 12 years, right? It was an older couple, very nice folk, very nice. They treat me like I'm their kid. But anyway, make a long story short, this is what happened. Yesterday, I'm leaving out and I'm shooting at this job early in the morning, right? So I get up there. There are 3 jobs I do. The first job I do is a veterinarian office, right? Thank you, King Delight. I appreciate it. Guys, if you want your comments, I have to start following the YouTube guidelines I've been alerted to. If you guys have a question while I'm telling these stories, if you send a donation with the question, I will have to answer it. I look at my live stream sometimes and I see that you guys have questions, and some of them are pretty good questions while I'm telling stories that I might skip over something from the excitement of me telling the story. And you guys had a story. So basically, if you send something, I mean, whether it's $1, I don't give a fuck, it's a quarter. But you know what I'm saying? It'll highlight the shit so I can see it. You understand what I'm saying? So like, I mean, a lot of stuff, y'all be thinking I'm ignoring you, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Baby girl, what's up? Now check it out, listen. I go to this veterinarian office, right? So I go to the veterinarian office, right? When I go to the veterinarian office, I'm in the bed, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm in the car, and I'm like, man, my stomach's starting to act stupid. Y'all know where this going with me, these dumbass stories. I'm like, okay. I goes to the and do the veterinarian office. I'm like, man, I think I might have to use the bathroom. I'm like, it ain't severe. I'll go home. You know, when I go home tomorrow, I mean, after 2 more stops, I'll shoot back 80 miles. I can hold it. You know what I'm saying? I get back in the car. I'm carrying all this heavy equipment. I put it back in my vehicle. I leave. I go to the next house. Next house I go to, these people are the people that I said I've known for a long time, right? Thank you so much, Sandra. Thank you so much. A lot of these people, you know, I've known for so long. With me knowing them so long, I know them personally. I've ate with them. They're like, fam. I go in the house. Their aquarium, you go through the closet to get to it, and it faces the front of the house. So it's an in-wall aquarium that I've installed. And then in the back where their clothes closet, walk-in closet, is the back of the tank. That's where you service it from. They got a very nice bathroom, his and hers, vanities, heat lamps. They spent like a lot of money on their bathroom. My stomach started acting a fool. Now I'm very funny. I don't like messing, you know, I don't like doing number 2 in nobody's bathroom but mine. I don't even like using public bathroom. I would never use a public bathroom. So check it out. Look, my stomach start bubbling. And it's bad. It's starting to get bad. I'm up on that ladder. I'm working around that water. I'm like, they're not there. Remember, I say sometimes my customers, you know, they don't be there. They got other places, other properties they be at. So I go there most of the time. I go there. I never see them. If I do see them, they, you know, they're there and they say, hey, hi and bye. But when I go there in the morning and I have to unlock the door, that means they're not there. They usually be like in another city or whatever. I'm thinking everything cool. Yo, my stomach acting a fool. I'm like, oh my God. Oh, I can't bend over the fish tank. The fish tank is about 2 feet deep. I can't bend over the fish tank because if I put too much weight on my stomach, I'm gassy. I'm like, yo, man, this is not working. Ain't nobody there. I'll run up in there and sit down and chill. Look at this. I goes in the bathroom for the first time. Now, this fish tank is self-draining. Usually you have to put a hose in there and then run it to the toilet. So I would see what their bathroom looked like. And when I go in people's houses and I do my work, I concentrate solely on the fish tank. I'm oblivious to stuff around me. So like, I don't notice things. You know, I go in there, hey, what's going on? I have my head down, get to work and get in and get out because I'm thinking about getting the money and getting the next spot. Now watch this. Now ain't nobody there. I got to use bathrooms. That means I got to venture in parts of the house I ain't never really paid attention to. So come out the closet, little room right there, bathroom right there. I'm not thinking nothing. I opens the damn door. That was the cleanest bathroom I've ever seen in my life, y'all. For real, like you could eat, hear me? You could eat ice cream off the floor. It was that clean. I mean, they were older folk too, and they had a housekeeper and stuff. I don't even think they used this bathroom. I saw it, I was like, damn. I start taking my belt off. Oh, you know how it is when you're drunk and you see like the toilet, it make you want to throw up, like you can't help but yak. It was like that, but the other way. I'm like, oh, my stomach. Oh, now I'm fidgeting to get the belt off, right? Just like the thing with the apartment at that time. So I'm fidgeting. I'm like, oh my God. I drop my trousers. I sit down. I start using the bathroom. Nobody's there, so I ain't got a courtesy flush or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as I start smelling, I flush the toilet. I don't know. They was in the garage the whole time, y'all. I should have picked up, put 2 and 2 together. The newspaper wasn't outside that I usually bring in the house. So with the newspaper not inside the house, Somebody brought it in there. I wasn't even thinking. I just had to go to the bathroom. I'm like, let me get in there and get out. The bathroom, let me show you how the bathroom was. It had the toilet, right? Then it had that bidet thing next to it. And then, these are older folk. It had a TV in there, right? With the remote on this little desk. And it had the newspaper there. I didn't even think about it. I'm sitting up there. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, I'm going to be here for a while. Ain't nobody in the house. I'm just chilling. I got the door wide open, right? And the way the door is, when somebody come around the corner, they see you right there. So I'm sitting there chilling, pants at my ankles. I'm just chilling. I start grabbing the paper. I start going through the paper, trying to see if they got a Best Buy sectional thing in there. I'm going through the paper. I see the stock market stuff. I'm like, oh, I ain't looked at the market in a couple of days. Let me see what the Dow Jones is doing. I pulls the financials out. I'm like an old man on the pot. I opens the damn thing, right? I'm sitting there and it's stinking bad. It's hell in there. It's stinking bad. I can't believe, listen, I'm embarrassed, yo. I'm looking at this man paper. I don't open the paper. I took out the plastic and everything on the paper. I was about 30 seconds into it. I'm looking. This old man came and all I heard was, you got a country accent, like a cowboy. All you heard, like I had the paper up. They take their shoes off at the door and they got hard tile floors. That's why I didn't hear them coming in there. All you heard was, what the hell? What the hell? I put the paper down and shit. I saw him. I was like, oh, I jumped up. My dick was out and everything. I said, oh, then I realized, I was like, oh, I covered myself up. Oh, shit. Oh, he said, what are you doing? And then his wife was coming by and she's like, what's going on in there? All you heard was, stay right there. You stay right there. Stay right there. I'm like, I'm about to lose this account. But when he turned, he was laughing. He was like, you stay right there. So he was serious with her. They turned around. He looked at me, he laughed. He said, this moment right here will go down in history. Because I used to tease him a lot and shit. He said, it'll go down in history. Pull your trousers up and get to work. I go to work. I'm like, all right. That's the thing, right? I'm in there working and I'm laughing. I'm taking the water down in the fish tank, and as the water's coming down, like when you're in the top of a fish tank, you can only see your reflection. You can look through the water, but it's called refraction because it tricks your eyes. As the water's going down in the front of the fish tank is being shown where he's in the living room. As it comes down, he's standing there. Man, I got the best customers ever. He's standing there. Now me, I'm a tease. I'm a person that'll tease you. I tease the shit out you. Sometimes where you want to fight, he like that too. The water coming down. All I see is this bald head, then I see this white face, and he just like this. And he laughing like, so as he's standing there, I see his hands behind his back. I'm like, and I just shake my head like, I ain't even gonna look at you, bro, so I'm working. And then I have to look at, he ain't moving, so I have to cut my eye. Just him. He's smiling. Then he go come with some toilet paper behind his back and shit. Like, like, he gonna come around the back. I'm like, man, come on. He was like, it smelled like you make quite a mess in there. Straight serious. This is what he said. It smelled like it made quite a mess in there. You ain't leave no shit lines in my bowl, did you? His wife was like, Bill. Oh my God, that's his name. She was like, stop. So anyway, man, he just rode me. It was embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? I don't use nobody's bathroom, but I had to go, and like I was real comfortable. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, yo, man. But I know I'm gonna hear that for the rest of this year. But that's the first pre-story that happened yesterday. So I figured that I would say that. I mean, it's good to laugh at yourself sometimes, and I got caught lacking. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I had to go. Shit, what do you want me to do? All right, here we go. We're gonna jump in these stories. This is story number one. That was the warm-up. This is story number one. Check it. This story right here, we're gonna call this story, yeah, boy, like Flavor Flav. And the reason why we calling it yeah, boy, like Flavor Flav, I used to be a huge PE fan back in the day, Public Enemy. Most of y'all are my age. When Public Enemy came out, they was the hardest thing going in the 80s. You gotta admit, when the hip-hop revolution was going, Public Enemy was the shit. Now check it out. Remember, I live in a house with John Wash and Buddy. Buddy didn't care about me trying to be stylish, but John Wash had a problem with everything young kids did. He had a problem with it, including some of the people we liked. John Wash hated Flavor Flav. You know what I'm saying? He hated him. John Wash, he just hated Flavor Flav. But I ain't gonna say what he said about it. But anyway, Flavor Flav had them big ass clocks, right? So back in the day when rap came out, and anybody that had any type of fad, people would try to find out what it is they was wearing, and then they would just go buy it and try to, implicate what they seen with rappers. That's why we see so much stuff now with young kids trying to be like rappers, the violence, all this other stuff, right? So he used to wear the big clock. Like, yeah, I know what time it is, you know what I'm saying? We didn't even know what time it was. We just wanted the clock because he had it on. John Wash hated that because it looked stupid. You sitting up here with a top hat on and a big ass hat, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? With a big ass clock, it's stupid. I don't give a damn. I wanted that shit. So what happens is, like in the hood, we was at in Jersey, a lot of people from Jersey know this, and probably New York too. Soon as a fashion statement come out, you would have every foreigner, you know what I'm saying? Like the Asians or whatever, the Koreans, they would just have these big ass clocks that they just brought, and they would have like chains on them. And they were like, oh, that's the Flavor Flav clock. And people just start getting it. So I wound up getting this clock. Now, I'm not stupid. I'm not getting the big clock, right? Because back in the day, the bigger clock you was, the more hardcore of a fan you was. I seen people with clocks that was like this big on their stomach, but you had to hold it like this. So anyway, they had this smaller clock that had PE, like Public Enemy, but they wrote the PE a certain way, I guess from copyright. But they was like clocks like that, and they had like braided things you wear around your neck. So about like that, everybody was getting them. They probably like $15, right? So I had a gray one. So now we got these Flavor Flav clocks, right? So like I was one of the first person. They're like, yo, he got the Flavor Flav clock. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know what I'm saying? I know what time it is, you know what I mean? Everybody like, yo, he got the clock. Yo, he know what time it is. This crazy stuff. So anyway, this is like 88, 87. So now I got the clock. I'm wearing the clock at school. You know what I'm saying? The school I went to, right? It wasn't like in the hood. It was like Pennsauken High School, like in the 80s. I mean, in the 80s, it was just starting to get integrated, and it wasn't like, a lot of other schools. So it was like me and like probably like 30 black dudes up there, black people up there. So it was like we went up there. It was like we were like super cool. You know what I'm saying? So I got the clock on. I'm like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm wearing the clock. John Wash is always at work. So when I come home, I'm like normal. I'm in the house. I ain't wearing the clock. So John Wash don't be seeing this stuff. So next thing you know, I got this clock. I couldn't stand going to church. And it was like watching paint dry. Y'all know I had to go to Jehovah's Witness church when I was younger. I'd wear the Jackson 5 clothes and all this other stuff, right? My uncle's clothes, I used to have bell bottoms and stuff. Everybody was just regular. I had weird shit. That's another thing. I'm traumatized from it. Thank you, Riaz. So check it out. So now we in church. I figure out in my head, damn, if I wear this clock, I can just keep watching the time, because in the Jehovah's Witness church, they don't have the clock in front of you. It's behind you. So if you turn your head and look back, they can catch you. It's weird. It's no windows in the Jehovah's Witness church and everything. Like you got to sit there and pay. They want to make sure you're paying attention to what they telling you. So I just noticed that there was no clock. So I said, see the clock back there. So long time ago, I used to get my ass bust when I was a little kid, because I would always turn around and look at the clock. And when I would turn my head and look at the clock, you'll see John Watt's big ass hand just come and turn my head around hard as hell. And if I did it more than once, he'd try to break it off my shoulder. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, the Eagles come on at 4 o'clock. We go to church at 12. 2 o'clock, we should be out of here. So what I do is, because they had the neck chain part, I tied a little double knot in it and I put it on my shoulder under my suit jacket. So I had it here. So like, if I open my jacket up, the clock would be right there so I can see the time. Like, oh, I'm ready to get out of here. Like, oh my God, hurry up. So that's all I wanted it for. You know what I'm saying? We sitting in church. And every 5 minutes, I swear to God, I guess because I had it there every 5 minutes, I keep doing like this and I'm bringing attention to myself. And John Watts, I keep seeing John Watts look up because like this is how we sat. We sat in the same order. I sat against the wall because I was sneaky. It was always me against the wall. It was Bunny. Then it was either John Watts or it was my cousin Michelle. My cousin Michelle lived with us for a time. So my cousin Michelle was younger, so she had to stay between both of them. So it's me, the wall, me, Bunny, my cousin Michelle, and then John Watts right here and shit. Yo. John Watts worried about my cousin Michelle because she a little kid. So like, he wrapped up bed. So now I had to diverge. I keep looking, right? So now I'm looking at this clock. Remember when I said they had the little kids, the younger kids, and they would walk up with the microphone when they would do the watchtower and you had to speak on the microphone? I happened to be cutting my thing like that and the watch was sitting here. One of the dudes saw that I had the watch under my arm. And like when I opened up like that and I seen me come and give the microphone to my granddad to talk, I looked and I had the watch open and he was looking at me and he saw the watch. You know what this dude did? He went in the back and said something to somebody. They came up and made my granddad get up out the seat and they took him in the back and talked to him again. They would do that a lot. So I guess they like, yo, Brother Washington, that's unbecoming of a witness. He has a clock in here. Like, what's going on? John Watts come back. He come back. He sit down. The watchtower session is going. So he's sitting there. He can't do nothing in church, but he's sitting there. I see he fuming. I don't know what's going on. So he's sitting there. And I see his eyes like going back and forth. Like, you know how like when men get mad and they can't let something go? Their eyes just be like moving all over the place. You don't want, John Watts is one of them people, you do not want him to do that. Because the worse he think about it, he'll kill you when he get his own idea of why you did what you did, right? So I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, I ain't do nothing. I ain't worrying about it. Sitting there, church is over. Soon as we get up, John Watts standing there like where you get out of a movie aisle and the people is walking to you and turning and leaving. He gets to me and he just grabbed me by the back of my suit jacket hard as hell. And he's walking me with my arm up. And I'm like, but he's grabbing my arm hard as hell. It's girls in there I go to school with. It's people in there. I'm like 14. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? So when he grabbing me, it's like real roughed up, like my shirt ripped up and the clock is sitting there. So when he grabs me and he does like that and the clock swings out, shit, he saw it. He didn't know I had the clock. And he always bashed the Flavor Flav. So when I pulled out and had the clock, he was mad because I had the clock, because he hated it. He used to call it ninja stuff. And you know what I'm saying? Look at this ninja stuff. Now I got that. He see the clock. He disappointed because I got the clock and I got it in the church where they could see it. So now it's like I brought absolute shame on the family as from a Jehovah's Witness standpoint. Listen, he walks me out. I'm walking out like this, looking stupid as hell. I already know my ass getting whipped. I'm hoping he fucked me up at the house and not in the parking lot. But John Watts is an equal opportunity ass whipper. He will give it to you when you want it, wherever you want it. And even if you don't want it, you're going to get rocked. So he walked me out. I'm like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? And this is the part that was embarrassing. See, when stuff traumatic happened to you, you always remember the stupidest things. But it's like, at that time, it's like the biggest thing that make you look stupid. I had brand new shoes. Now, y'all guys know when you had them brand new dress shoes, you got to scrape the bottom on the, fellas, am I right? I'm right. You got to scrape the bottom and like break them in. I didn't do that. So I had the shoes. And when he was pulling me, I was trying to walk, right? And it was like people in the way. And John Watts is so brutal. He was just pulling me through people. You know what I mean? Like I was a sack of potatoes. I'll be bumped. So I'm trying to like get past these people and I'm getting pulled behind, like next to him. So it was funny because I couldn't get my footing. And my feet was like James Brown sliding and shit. And my legs was going all stupid like this. And I didn't want to say nothing. But it looked like I was dancing. And he had me up. So he was holding most of my weight. So he got me up in the air. And my legs is like, you know what I'm saying? I looked so stupid, yo. My feet was just mashed potato and all over the damn place. It was embarrassing. We get outside. He said, get in the goddamn car. Go in the car. Bunny like, what is going on? Like, she don't even know. Bunny know I got the clock. Bunny don't give a damn about none of that. She don't care. It's nothing but a clock, Johnny. John Watch, it's like, yeah, exactly, Susie Q. Get up. Get on up. That's how it was. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting pulled. I'm looking stupid as hell. Watch me. Watch me. You stupid shit. So listen, we get out, right? Get in the car. He hot. He hot. Eyes red as fuck. He's sweating. This is the part that he was sweating too. When John Watch sweat, it's all hell to pay. Get in the car. He just backed the car up hard as hell. Like I ain't got the seatbelt on or nothing. He just takes off. He said, when I get home, I'm going to take that watch. That stupid ass, this when he cussed, you know, you bet that stupid ass watch you got on. I'm gonna take it home and I'm gonna beat you till it break over your goddamn head. Bunny said, no, you not. All you heard was, mind your business. What do you mean, mind my business? You know what Bunny is. What do you mean, mind my business, Johnny? Oh, there you go. He looked in the mirror. He said, if this woman die, you're in the world of hurt. Always trying to fight for you and all this other stuff. And he looked at her. Old people funny when he argued. This when you know somebody, when been with somebody for a long time. And she was like, you're not hitting that boy with no clock. You ain't beating him at all. This John Watch. Look at her. Allstate. Because remember back in the day, like you in good hands with Allstate. That's a new slogan, but they used that slogan a long time ago. Allstate Insurance used to be real big, y'all. Y'all remember that? Look at her. Allstate. And he would look at me like, but he driving, but like, he's looking at her, but like he's looking at me through the mirror because I always sat there. So he's like, look at her. And he pointed at her while he was driving. He was like, Allstate. Yeah, you keep holding him up. When they fall, he's going to fall hard. Get to the house. Give me the goddamn clock. I'm looking at Bunny. I don't want to get a clock up because I know the time. You know what I mean? Plus, I got the clock. I got to go to school with that shit. The honeys was on me. You know what I'm saying? If I give up the clock, it's a done deal, you know what I mean? I can't go to school without the clock on. I start doing the clock slow. I start cutting my eye to Bunny for support. He saw me cut my eye to Bunny. He just reached in there and just snatched that shit. He had a thick ass rope on it too. He snatched that shit and snatched it like a thug in the street, like a chain snatcher. When he pulled it, like I thought it took my shoulder off. Boom, I was like, shit. He pulled it off. I fell on my knees, like, and I just looked up at him and get up. Look at this. You're worrying about the time in America. The shit in the back. He said the shit is made in Taiwan. Like, I never knew what he meant by that. He was like, you're worrying about the problems and the stuff in America. And he looked at the back of the watch. He was like, the shit is made in Taiwan. Like they know the time in Taiwan. You don't. Like, get the hell out wearing shit. But anyway, he didn't bust my ass. And he tore the thing off. He tore the thing off my arm. I was dislocated my shoulder. He felt so bad about it because I was devastated. Like the whole day, I was like, damn, I couldn't enjoy the Eagles game. I'm like, damn, he just took the clock. So Bunny went in the back and they start, you know, like, man, older women, they get respect from me. They'll let a man go off knowing they can't stop him if they say something to make it worse. As long as they know that you ain't gonna get hurt. But after it's over and it subside, a lot of old school women, they'll go to the husband and be like, you done acting crazy now? You know what you did was wrong. You shouldn't have did him like that. So I'm sitting out there, I'm just sick, right? Jane said that I'll report him. You report John Watch to see what happened. He gave me the thing back. The clock, I'm sitting there and the clock just come across my face. He say, here. Now, John Watch is old school. He's not going to say he's sorry or explain something to me unless he has to do that. He just said, here. I grabbed it, he let it go and walked off and went in the back. He ain't have to say nothing. I got the clock back. No matter what the fuck he said, I wasn't going to remember anyway because I done knew the time. I started fixing the damn string. I put it back on. I was like, yeah, boy, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't tell me nothing. But anyway, that's that story. But it just made me mad that The boy at the school, the boy at the church was like, oh, he got a clock on. Look, he got that clock. That was one of the things I didn't like about being in church. Like, I just didn't like how, like, they don't go by the character how you was as a kid. They just wanted to stop everything that kids do. It's hard. That's like nowadays having a cell phone and your kids don't have a cell phone. And they're around children in school that have, something's going to happen. You know that something's going to happen. You got to let your kids be kids. You can monitor what they do and be selective about what they get to still be in the loop. But man, John Wash wasn't having none of that. Sitting up here with a monkey clock. What the fuck is a monkey clock? Like, damn, shit. John Wash didn't give a damn. He ain't want me doing none of that stuff. But anyway, right? That's that story. That's the first story about the clock. This second story is called The Birthday. This is a short story. Guys, I can remember, I do these stories during the week about kids and stuff. The reason why I get angry a lot of times when I do these stories is I can remember as far back as 4 years old. And I'm 50 now. Like I have vivid memories of around 4, 5 years old. In fact, 5 years old. I don't want to say, 4 years old. Because it's right before I went to kindergarten. Check out this story. This story right here is the first time I ever got my ass beat by John Wash. And I realized he was a force to be reckoned with. I was 4 years old. And I can remember this story just like, and if I ever get a chance, because I'm trying to go to Orlando, Florida, where he's at, if I can ever get a chance to get these pictures of me, I will show you guys on the live. You will see history. Like, remember that time I told that story about getting my ass beat at the birthday party? This is this party, and this is what I want to share that with you guys. I mean, you guys, we like family. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let me tell you a story. I took a Mucinex earlier to try to get this mucus up, and now it's coming up. Like, I figured they'd do that right in front of in the live stream. Go figure. So listen. All of a sudden, right? We had this party. I'm 4 years old. The reason why I remember this party is I seen the pictures as I was older, and I remember this cake. There used to be a company called Carvel that used to make ice cream, and they used to make ice cream cakes, right? So in Jersey, it was called Carvel. So Carvel made me this cake, and it was a panda. I'll never forget it. It was a panda. It didn't have black icing, but it had brown icing. Like it was pandas are black and white. It just was brown and white. But it was an ice cream cake. It was about a sheet cake about this big. I took pictures next to it. I had the little pointy dumbass hat on, the thing, and blow the whistles. My family was there, right? Not thinking nothing of it. I don't remember that much of this thing, right? But I do remember this. At the end of the party, I had got, I think, a little bike, and I got something else. And it was just cool that everybody was paying attention to me. Everybody was telling me they loving me. They laughing and joking. I had all of my grown up like uncles and aunts around me. Well, I only had my mom. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. So listen, check this out. I was happy as hell. It was like Christmas. And I'll never forget, John Wash just came in the house. And like John Wash used to wear, when he worked at the post office, he used to have like a post office workers, wear the blue shirt and the blue pants with the line on it. John Wash worked in the warehouse, so he wore like dark navy blue type khakis. And he didn't have the line. He didn't have a field dress like a normal. And he just had like a light blue shirt on. So I remember seeing all this. So John Wash comes in the house at the last hour and all this other stuff. He goes in the back porch and does what he do. Everybody up there laughing and joking. I'm only 4 years old. The party don't rock all night long, and it's like a daytime party. Party get done. They start putting all the stuff up. I say, hey, wait a minute. In fact, I'm going to show you how much I remember. A long time ago, I don't know if any of y'all ever seen this. They had a Flintstones 12-inch vinyl, right? And that Christmas, because my birthday's in February, that Christmas, they had gave me a Flintstones 12-inch vinyl, like Flintstone Christmas songs or something. I'll never forget it. They used to have Dino and Barney Rubble and all. They was all dressed like Santa Claus. And I remember Dino had reindeer and like they was like showing bedrock and stuff. It was just great. I remember that out and it broke. So they gave me that again. They must have found it and gave me that again for my birthday, right? So they give me this thing. I get the bike and I get some other stuff. And I remember the cake. The cake, they was like, okay, you could have a little piece of the cake. So they gave me like a little piece of the cake. Now, I don't know why when little kids are little, they think certain parts of the cake taste better than other parts. So I'm like, no, I want the nose. I want the mouth. I want the, you know what I'm saying? I want the head part because that's the part like the panda. They gonna give me a piece of the foot. I loses it. I loses it. Ah, I don't want to eat that. John Wash ain't there yet though. So now they're like, all right, cool. Cool, you ain't gotta eat it, Stevie. My uncle eats the cake. Right? One of my uncles eats that piece of cake. So now when he eat the cake, he like the cake. He said, the cake don't taste good. So my other, like my mom and them, they was like, okay, listen, Stevie, I want to keep the top of the cake. I think they said they wanted to keep the top of the cake to show Dad, because John, they call him Dad too. John Wash wanted to see what the cake was because John Wash paid for it. I don't care what John Wash wanted. I want to eat the cake. So this is what happened. They all turned their head and they cut the head part of the cake off, the sheet part of the cake, and it was like on cardboard. So they picked it up and was going to put in the thing, but they wrapped the top on foil. This before we had Ziploc bags and stuff. So as they doing that, right? They wasn't looking. They go in there to get the foil. Bunny on the phone, not paying attention. I look around. I just bit the cake hard as hell, like on the ear part, like fuck that. And I bit it, and I had all this shit on my fucking face. So I wiped it all off of my face. 4 years old, I wiped it all off my face, and I just pushed it on my shirt like nobody would see. When my mom came in there, she's like, why you got, you better go change your shirt right now. I told her, they thinking I ate the other part of the cake. They didn't like the cake. They threw the cake away. They thought I took a bite out of that. They don't know I took a bite out of the head. So here comes John Wash. They like, yo, take a picture of Stevie, because they used to take a picture of my cake every year. So they go to take a picture of the damn cake. Man, I had a little mouth, you know what I'm saying? And I was so greedy, I didn't know what the hell I did, man. When they pulled the damn thing back, all you heard was John Wash was like, what the hell is that? Like, I was so hungry to eat the cake, I smashed my face into it. Like I couldn't get my depth perception. I just bit, like it's like I headbutted the face. It was like smashed in and shit. John was like, what the hell is that? What is that? She was like, it's a panda. So they was like, did something fall on it in the freezer? Bunny was like, no, it didn't fall. Nothing fell on it. All you heard was John Wash. Come here, Stevie. Come here. I come in there. Now we was taught long time ago not to fucking lie. So I learned a long time ago, when I figured that out, I'm not going to do nothing so I can be asked anything. This is the beginning of my training in life with John Wash. Check it out. Stevie, come here. I said, yeah. Yes, Dad. Big ass hands. What happened to the cake? I don't know. Lie. Why'd I lie? Stevie, I'm gonna ask you again. When they do, but listen, when they do that, when you give them a question and they say, I'm gonna ask you again, that's shooting you bail. Y'all know that. Basically, hey, you just lied. I know you did it. Do it again. She said Steve was 21. Steve was not no damn 21. I was like 4 years old. So they were like, I know you did it. Tell me the truth. Check it out. I don't know. I didn't do nothing. He didn't do anything. He said, Stevie, okay, Stevie, go ahead. Go ahead. So John Moss is like, we can't take pictures. They're around this cake like it's a body on the ground. You can't take pictures of it. Look at the damn ear. It looks stupid. I mean, you want to order another one? John Moss, I ain't paying no other $10 for a damn cake. That cake was $10. $10 a lot of money back there. Cake going $10. I'm like, order another. Take a damn picture. Just forget it. They mad now at me. I don't know what's going on. I'm over there playing with the bike. I'm a kid. They start putting all the stuff up, putting the bike up and stuff. I'm on the hot seat and don't even know it. What are you doing? Everything getting put up to your next birthday. When's my next birthday? Next year. How old am I? You 4. When am I be 5? Next year. How far is next year? A long time ago. Why am I be 5? Can I be 5 tomorrow? No, you can't be 5 tomorrow. John Watts in the back now. He gone. I'm acting a fool with those around me because I'm spoiled. You know, Buddy and them ain't gonna do nothing. I want to be 5. I start acting fucking fool. In the midst of me acting the fool, this is all I remember. He grabbed the back of my arm. You know that shit, like I say, when he grabbed the back of your arm, you go weak. He grabbed the back of my arm and he rocked me 3 times with his hand. Blah, blah, blah. He hit me so hard I made no sound. It took the breath out of my body. And then he just sat me there. And he said, how old are you? I said, 4. I was crying. I said, 4. You still want to be 5? No. Sit your ass down. And I sat the fuck down. My lip was trembling so bad, that shit almost fell off my fucking face. I was scared to holler. I never got rocked before. It did something to my psyche. You know what I'm saying? I never felt so much pressure and pain. Like that shit shook my bodily fluids. I was like, what the fuck is this? Oh, shit. I never had that happen before. I never had a punishment but I knew I didn't want it again. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's embarrassing, but I mean, you 4 years old, you don't know what the hell embarrassing is. You're right, I found out real quick. He rearranged my whole chump change. He hit me, boom, boom, boom. My shit was like, shit. I ain't want no more of that. I was like, what the fuck is this? I can't breathe. Sit down and you better not cry. If he can do that to me, what do you think he'll do if I cry? My shit was like, how was it? But anyway, I didn't want no more birthdays. I kind of checked out after that. I got birthdays, but they were never the same. And I damn sure never got no more ice cream cake that was shaped in the shape of any animals where I could eat the face off. But yeah, that was the second story, man. I remember. It's just striking that I remember that. And if I ever get that picture, we'll go back and we'll say, I'll be on the live. I'll say, hey, man, at the time with the Panda cake, and I got my ass beat. This is the cake. Y'all be like, oh, all right. Now we're gonna talk about Bunny. I got a lot of John Watts stories for y'all tonight, but I'm gonna get this thing rolling. We're gonna talk about Bunny a little bit. See, I always say about how Bunny was my homie. Me and Bunny were like this, right? But Bunny had some phobias that Bunny was weird. Remember I said Bunny would always say stuff like she'd be on the phone gossiping and saying crazy stuff and the story get changed around. It was always something from a fearful narrative. There were things Bunny was really scared of that I couldn't understand. The first thing was this. And I think a lot of older people, I'm going to say women because I never seen older men. A lot of older women seem like they had phobias of bridges, driving over a bridge. You know, those suspension bridges, you know what I'm saying? Them big bridges that go from one state to another. Be fearful of that. Bunny was terrified of that stuff. Every time we would go on vacation, Bunny would either take a blanket and put it over her head and just sit in the front seat and drive. She would sit in the front seat next to Johnny, the passenger seat, and she would just sit there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, why are you doing that? If we had to drive over a suspension bridge, she would be in the middle lane and she would be going slow as hell, where people would be like beep and going around, and she'd be like, just go around. And she would just drive. I asked her, I said, Mom, what is the big thing? You know, I got older. I'm like, what is the big thing about that? Oh, when you drive and you go over the water, if you look to the side, it draws you to it, and you're riding, fly off the bridge. I've never seen that ever. She said, Stevie, water's dangerous. You know, I say I'm from the East Coast. She's like, water's dangerous. You drive, you look at it, it'll make you go to it. I'm like, what the fuck? It's possessed. It's a devil in the water. The water, you know, water forms on cartoons. It forms these shapes it's turned into a finger and it's doing this to pond. It's why would they want a car in it? It doesn't even make no sense. But anyway, she would be terrified of this shit, right? So check this out. She also had this thing of snakes, mainly the water moccasin. There are no water moccasins in New Jersey. Bunny's from New Jersey. She never seen one, but she always talked. Oh, a water moccasin. It's a water moccasin. I used to think, and this is no lie, I didn't know a water moccasin was a snake. The way she talked about it, I thought it was one of them Native American shoes. Because she was like, it's black. The water moccasin is black. It's not even black. It's a black snake. And it's it. But I didn't know. She kept saying a black water moccasin. I'm thinking it was a shoe that the Native Americans had, but it was black. And like the way she would say it was like, if that water moccasin gets you, I'm thinking like somebody kicking you with a shoe. I'm like, why would somebody wear that shit? I'm young, I don't understand. Like, why would you have a black Indian shoe that on you? Like, who the fuck would wear that? He had a water moccasin. How did he have a water moccasin? And like she would just always say this stuff. Or like, don't go over there. Like we would go traveling. And like, you know those things, what they call the cattails, like in the swamp, like you see the cattail thing. Oh, don't go over there. It's a water moccasin. When you see the cattail moving, the water moccasins climb around. Like, and you know, wind blows and makes them move. We at south of the border. What's south of the border? In South Carolina, right? North Carolina, South Carolina. When you going that south of the border attraction with the big sombrero. Behind that, it's a big parking lot. Behind it, they got like some weeds in the back, and they got like some. It's kind of like marshy, like, and it'd be like them cattail things or whatever it is, right? So they be back there blowing because of the wind. We back there one day. I buys a boomerang. I never forget it. I buys a boomerang from south of the border, and I'm like, damn, a real boomerang. From the hood, I ain't never seen one. You say you throw it, shit come back. So it's windy outside. I'm like, yo, I got a boomerang. So I go outside. I break it out the plastic. Me and my brothers, we run around the back of the building. So I'm like, yo, can I throw the boomerang and stuff? John Wash like, yeah, do whatever you want. John Wash, if we want to kill ourselves, John Wash never knew danger because I guess he thought he could beat everything. But anyway, we go back there. He's like, yeah, go on, kids. Go on back there and throw the boomerang, whatever. I go in the back. I'm happy as hell. I grabs the boomerang. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I got the boomerang and come to find out it was an ornamental boomerang. It didn't even have like no aerodynamic. It was just a flat thing that you stick on the wall. I thought the shit was real. It had a red, like one tip was red, another tip was red, and then it was wood in the middle. So I'm ready to throw the boomerang. So we get back there. And when we get back there, I go to throw the boomerang, right? I throws it. Right when the wind blows, I throw it. The boomerang goes up in the air and just keeps going and just falls to the side. And I'm like, damn, you saw it? It was spinning. Like it's supposed to spin, I threw it. But anyway, I'm just hyped. I'm like, yo, you saw that? So I throw it. There are woods and stuff where I was living at in Jersey. So that's swampy stuff ain't nothing to me. I start going up in there, right? So I'm like, damn, it's like I got new sneakers. I'm like, oh, it's like marshy back there. And I see the things moving. I'm not thinking nothing about it. So I'm going back there. My brother. What is he crying for? So I look up. I'm like, hey, man. And I look. I call him by his name. I say, yo. He runs off. Now I'm way older than my brother. He's like little. He's crying. He runs off, right? I'm like, yo, what is you doing? I turns around. I'm going to get that boomerang. It's like 20 yards out, but like it's like high stuff. So I'm going back there and stuff, and I'm moving and stuff, moving. It's not deep. It's just like marshy. Like you step on the grass and like you see the water come up. I'm just walking all back there in the wilderness and shit. I'm gonna get my damn boomerang. My brother goes around there and tells my grandma, Stevie's in the thing with water moccasins. Because remember, she told that story about when the cattail things be moving, it's water moccasins. My brother cries and panics, thinking I'm getting bit up by snakes. Goes and tells Bunny. Bunny goes and tells John Wash. I come back. I'm coming back. I'm in there, and I hear, I'm like, hey, man, why you crying? Stop crying. I hear this. I said, what the hell? I get the boomerang. I come back, and like I'm trying to walk and not get, I'm walking the same path. It's nothing back there. I start looking, like shit is like moving like towards me, like I'm seeing stuff, and like shit is flying in the air. I said, what the hell? John Washington went in the store and brought like some kind of fake looking machete knife. He thinking I got kidnapped. He in there like he Laura Croft off Tomb Raider or whatever, and he going through the damn, he hacking and slashing through the book. Stevie, Lord have mercy, Stevie, boy, Stevie. I said, what the hell? He chopping the wood, Stevie. I'm embarrassed. I said, Dad, I'm here. What? Why are you back here? I said, I want to go get the boomerang. You said I could play with the boomerang. Where's the snakes? I said, snakes? What are you talking about? He said, just like this. He said, he got mad as hell because now he know Bunny blew the spot up for nothing. Now I'm looking at, we come out the thing, and when we come out the thing, we got bugs all over us. I said, what kind of bugs is these? I'm doing like that. John Watts got the dress socks on. He got bugs on him. I'm getting the bugs off me, but they itch. I'm like, yo, Dad, you got bugs on. John Watts so mad, he just walking. The bugs crawling all on his leg, there on his back, on his dresser. He just walking. He walking up there. He did just like this. While he's walking, that little machete thing he did, he just took it and threw it in the grass because it was trash anyway. He just threw it in the grass. He started walking. I'm behind. I'm like, Dad, what happened? I'm walking behind. I'm like, Dad, what's up? He just walking. He ain't saying nothing. My brother, he come around the corner with the parking lot at. My brother, he crying on my grandma. My grandma is consoling me. Like I got bit up by snakes and she's worried. But this buddy, oh, there. She done caused the drama. John Watts come around the damn corner. Stevie's right the hell here. Huh? What are you talking about it with snakes on it? My son, my brother's crying, and like Buddy pushes him to the side. She gonna hit him with, that Aunt Esther. Johnny, you don't watch nature shows. When it's swamps, it's water moccasins. Here we go with this again. Who said that's why you're scared of kids? Look, I'm gonna say my brother's name. Look at him. He's in a puddle of misery, huh? All of y'all get your asses in the goddamn car. He said that to Bunny too. You better watch how you talk. He's like, goddamn. John Watts started beating my brother for no reason. Stop crying. I beat my brother's ass. As soon as he hit him one time, I jumped the fuck up. I got in the car quick. I ain't want no parts of that shit. John Watts couldn't do nothing to Buddy, so my brother had to be a casualty of war because he was crying and shit. And it was annoying the way he was acting. John Watts fucked him up for no reason. Somebody had to pay. We got in the car, right? We driving. Remember, John Watts had the bugs on it. We get almost up to the highway and we about to turn. John Watts mad. Now, when John Watts get mad, he drive hard as hell. He hit the gas and everybody just shut the fuck up and hold on. So we already know when he get to the highway feeder part to get on the freeway, he gonna take off and he come out of stop aboard because he mad. Walking, we get in the car. We driving through the parking lot. Almost about to exit. This Buddy, she double look. Johnny, those are ticks on you. Oh my God. She opens the door. While she opens the door, John Watts don't even look down at his leg. He sees she trying to open the door, but it's scary. He hits the gas. When he goes to hit the gas, when he went to hit the gas, the car turned, so it made Bunny fly over there where he was at. She had the seatbelt on. So when she went to open the door and hit the seatbelt, when he hit the door slammed and she flew. Also with the Jerry curl, like land on his shoulder and shit. She was like, Johnny! And he whipped the car like, and they just looked at him and just drove off. You think I give a damn about some goddamn ticks? I was in Nam. Leeches ate me alive. You got a problem with them, take them off. Next exit, I'll pull over. They'll be done feeding and they'll fall off. Yo, John Watts is an animal. He's an animal. Yo, he said the next exit, they'll get done feeding and they'll fall off me. Yo, I'm going to tell you something. I don't know how the Vietnam War was, but I think that changed a lot of people. It did. They had to survive over there. Like them dudes, nothing scared them. Nothing scares them dudes. He let the ticks eat on his legs until the next exit. And then what he did was he went up there and he pulled his dress socks off. He said, they were just on the socks. They're not even on me. Look, there's no blood nowhere. And he took the socks off and he threw the socks on the ground and he drove barefooted with his dress shoes on. I was like, it was all ashy down here. For like the next 4 or 5 hours. He got up to get like John Watch had no embarrassment in him, like at all. Like me, I can't be seen certain ways. You know how it is, like you'd be like, okay, I can't be seen with my hair like this, or I can't be seen looking crazy. John Watch didn't have none of that. He had none of that. John Watch didn't give a damn. So anyway, that's that story and like the water moccasins. But another thing is with her, she had a fear of driving by trucks, tractor trailers. I ain't never seen that neither. Like, why are you scared to drive beside a tractor trailer? That's the craziest thing. We would be driving and she would be like, we would be driving normal and she would come up on a truck and then just get like behind the truck and be like this next to the truck, like go. Or like if she did go past it, she would gas it and like be driving like erratic, like getting near it. And I'm like, yo, buddy, yo, what is wrong with you? Like, Bunny, why you keep doing? I ain't calling her Bunny. I'm like, yo, mom, why you? Oh, if you next to a truck, they can't see you. And every day in the United States, 10 people get killed because 2 trucks come and crush them like this. I'm not trying to be one of them 10 people, Stevie. I said, show me where you read that at. Don't ask me no questions. And she'd just be driving. She was scared. She's scared of that. She was scared. That, driving through bridges, snakes. Listen, I've seen 2 garter snakes my whole life in New Jersey, period. I seen 1 turtle. I don't even think it's any more there. She talking about the water moccasin. The water moccasin is all over. We was on a train one time. We was on Amtrak doing a vacation. You know, we do vacation every year. We was on a train doing Amtrak. You know, a train might go like 30, 40 miles an hour. We was going through Georgia. I'll never forget it. And I'm like, damn, it's a lot of pine trees. I was an older kid. And we sitting in there in the dining car, and like when you in the train, like the window ain't nothing but so big, you can't focus on nothing. We driving. She eat. Oh, you saw that water moccasin? I looked out the window. All I saw was this. There's no way you saw that, man. Ain't no way you seen that, man. Come on. And we just tease and laugh with her. She was so petrified of that type of stuff. But anyway, that was just Bunny's phobias, man. Bunny was scared to death of nothing. This next story you're gonna like. We're going to call this story Paratroopers. Let's talk about war with John Watch, right? John Watch say he was in the Korean War, right? I say John Watch, he was in a lot of wars. He said he was in the Korean War. John Watch, when he came down here to visit me a few years ago, about 5 or 6 years ago, when he was talking about war, he said the enemy would be about, and he pointed out the car, like from here to that window. He said the enemy would be like right there. It was the distance between, you know how a quarter mile is close? And when you look at it, a quarter mile, he said, cut that in half. He said the enemy would be that close. He said, you got to remember, they're throwing grenades, they're shooting machine guns, they're tracer rounds, and you got to get up and still try to shoot and survive. So when he did it like that, I'm like, damn, they that close where like I could just pick up a football and throw it and hit them? He said, it'd be like, he said, imagine a bunch of explosions and stuff. You got to keep your focus when stuff is knocking you off. He said, it do something to you. I said, damn. You know, like I didn't know. I'm thinking like wars like on TV, you know, they dropped the bomb, or like back in the day, they would shoot. It wasn't like trench warfare, like in the early 1900s. He was like, yo, it's like that over there. He said the ground was cold. You couldn't cut the ground. It was crazy. But anyway, reason why I bring that up is, he said, I forgot where he said he was at. I was young. You know, John Watch was my hero when you know, you're a little kid, John Watch, your hero. Like, you know, he's a big adult. And like, you know, you see, like, you think he's cool. So I'm 6, 7, 8 years old. We're in the backyard. He got done cutting the grass. I'm out there helping him. You know, he had me break the leaves up, start teaching me at a young age to do stuff, breaking the leaves up. I'm out there. He laughing and joking with me. We got this patio, right? I used to call it the back porch. It's like a patio, and it's about high as a porch, you know, probably about 10, 11 feet. So we sitting there, And he's up on the thing, and he used a ladder. He's up on the thing, and he's sweeping off the stuff off the porch thing. So we got this clothesline in the back, and the clothesline, I swear, guys, the clothesline hanging off the ground because Bunny's short. The clothesline is about the top of that picture of Alicia Watts. See that picture? Now, that pic, you're not in here. That picture's probably about 6 feet. I don't know. Let me see. About close to 6 feet off the ground, right? That'd be the clothesline. And you remember back in the day, we used to have the clotheslines in the backyard. So you would have the one pole with the cement in it, and it would run the length of the yard. And then you would have a split off where like it might be another pole that runs across it, like a little triangle or a cute triangle. We had it like that. So John Watts was standing over here. I mean, it's not that high off the ground. John Watts was standing over here, and he was up on the thing. So he sweeped it down, and he was still up there. And when John Watts do stuff like that, Bunny started freaking out when she can hear him. So she come out there, Johnny, get off of that roof. You're going to fall. You're going to die. You know what happened? The guy fell over there, and he broke his neck. He was paralyzed, and he died 2 days later. Here she come with the scary stuff. This John Watts. Bunny, please stop. Okay, I'm getting down. Bunny don't know when to stop. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, please, please, please. So she go back in the house, and he just look at me. I'm a little kid. I don't know what the hell's going on. He like, when you get old, he would say this a lot too. I don't tell this. He said, when you get older, you don't want to marry a woman like the one I got. Like he would always say that. I don't know where we got that from. But he said that for years. So anyway, right? Not thinking nothing of it. John Watts, he said, Stevie. I looked up there. He said, he put his feet. This the end of it. This the end of the thing, right? He put his feet like this. He said, yeah, when I was a paratrooper, he said, they would put the light up there and we had to put the lanyard. I don't know what he's talking about at the time. I know now from him saying it. And we would go up there and we have the jump pack on. And we would stand on the end of the plane and they had these bars on the side. And it'd be a guy there. And like we'd lean out. And I'll never forget, he said, lean. He said, we'll lean out. And he had his feet hang halfway out like this. And he had his hands up. Remember, John Watts was old when I was a kid. He ain't got the balance he used to have. John Watts, look. Oh, he said, here, we'll lean out. And like I wasn't paying attention. So I saw him say, we'll lean out. And I'm just over here looking. And I'm waiting for him to finish the sentence. But I don't hear nothing. So I don't hear nothing going on. And all of a sudden, I look back and he rocking on his feet like this. Like he trying to keep, his body's like going forward and he can't stop it. So he's like, shut up. And he's trying to, you know what I'm saying? Teeter back and forth. So I go over there and I look up at him. He like this. He then got quiet. And he says, he's going back and forth. And he's doing like this with his hands. And he's trying to go. And he's going back and forth, right? Then he got to the point where he started humping with his body. It's like, I don't know what the fuck he was trying to do. He started humping with his body. So he knew he was going to fall. So he looked down and he seen the clothesline. When he seen the clothesline ain't that high off the ground. And John Watts weighed 200 something pounds. He leaned down and he jumped. The clothesline was thin, like thin. I don't know why he was thinking that. He should have just jumped down. It's going to hurt anyway. But he jumped on the angle and he jumped like this. He grabbed a clothesline. The clothesline got slack in it. So when he grabbed the clothesline, he fell and caught the clothesline and his knees hit the damn dirt hard as hell. Boom, like the weight just, so it's imagine like jumping off of something and just landing on your knees hard as hell. When he grabbed the rope and that shit hit the ground, he made this sound like, I know that shit hurt. He rolled over in the fetal position, right? And I happened to look, like he rolled over and like the line was on him. I happened to look. I said, Mom, Bunny came out. I told you. I run over there. He still had the line in his hand, like one side of it broke over there and the line was on, he still had the line in his hand. I went over there and I touched his shoulder. I was like, Dad, you He was like, give me a second. I know that shit hurt bad as hell. Bunny came out and didn't even offer him assistance. She didn't even say like, oh my God, Johnny, are you okay? Or it was, I told you, why are you even up there? You ain't Superfly Snooker. Bunny used to watch wrestling. You ain't Superfly Snooker. Look at you sitting there, the clothespins, the clothes thing in your hand. The clothes hurt. Not now, Bunny, not now. Oh, he had his eyes go like that. I don't know if y'all ever had this kind of pain with that shit. You know it was gruesome the way you landed. It hurts so bad you're waiting for the pain to go away. And then you're scared to move because you think the pain gonna come back. Or you don't know how hard hurt you are. That's why I sat up there on that ground for like 30 minutes. He sat on the ground for like 30 minutes. Oh my God. Yo, John Moss crazy, man. But anyway, he wound up being all right, man. Then he fell off the roof trying to show me how they jumped out of the airplane. But that's it. Now listen, this next story right here, right? Check it out. Remember I told y'all it was a toilet story last week. This is the story. I forgot all about it. Remember, like I tell you all this week? My brother, we was badass kids back in the day. My brother, they used to have these rubber balls. Like it was a place called Carton's Hardware store. And they used to sell like these little trinkets. And they, you know, them bouncy balls you would buy? They're like a quarter, them little tiny balls like that. And you would throw them shits and they'll bounce high as hell. Cartons had these balls that was like that, but they was bigger. Like they was like that big. And we would bounce them joints over like we would run and we would bounce them hard as hell. And they would go over into the next block and the other person had to catch it. And they would run up a little bit and then bounce it. And we had to run and we had to see where it come over the house, the whole block. Like, I mean, you just bounce it hard. It'd go over the whole damn thing. We had to catch it and then return it. We would run up and down the street doing that shit, right? It was crazy. My brother gets one of the balls. Somebody was playing with it and then left it outside. My brother got one of these big ass balls, right? We get in the house. He throwing the ball around and knock and hit the lamp. Break the lamp. John Wash pissed, screams on him. He cries, give me the damn ball. I don't know where it's at. So I see the ball behind the thing. A couple of hours later, I give it to him. I'm like, yo, take it home when you go. Because my brothers didn't live with me. I lived with Bunny and John Wash. It was just us three and they would come sometimes. So now, my brother got the ball. And he bouncing the ball in the bathroom, right? John Wash coming up the stairs. He panicking because he hit the thing. My John Wash said to my brother, yo, what is it? What are you doing in there? Because the ball hit the thing. My brother said, nothing, Dad. Takes the ball and puts it in the toilet, trying to flush it down the toilet. The ball gets stuck in the toilet. So when the ball gets stuck in the toilet, you know, little kids don't understand how toilets flush. So now the ball goes, like half of the water go down and then the toilet gets stuck. The basin where it fills up, and then, you know, you flush, you can push the button, but the water in the basin will just come up and overflow at the top. So it's just a ball in there. So now, he like, what you doing in there? I'm using the bathroom. Now, you know, back in the day when you had kids, if they was in the bathroom a long time, you better go see what they doing because they doing something in there stupid. You know what I'm saying? Always something crazy. So John Miles like, what is you doing in there? My brother's trying, he can't get the ball because it's made out of a certain type of rubber. He can't get it out. So he's like trying to get it out and he making noise. My granddad like, yo, what is you doing? Oh, I'm pooping in here, Dad, I'm pooping. So now my brother, he can't flush the toilet. You know what I'm saying? So he, little kid, he thinks in his head, okay, maybe if I poop in the toilet, it'll flush because it knows it's pooping. It'll flush the ball too. My brother goes in there and blows it up. When he blows it up, he tries to flush the toilet and the water starts coming up out with shit in it, right? He panicking. He comes out the bathroom. Don't say that to my granddad. Some of the water like that came over the side of the toilet, right? So now my granddad goes downstairs. My granddad don't go in the bathroom. My granddad go back downstairs. Something happened. This and that, right? All of a sudden, the water is slowly going down. So it's not an issue. And John Watch, we only had one bathroom. He was upstairs. So John Watch didn't go in the bathroom. He was just in the bedroom. My brother was in there acting stupid. So now, 4 or 5 hours later, my brother then left. He went home with my mom. I'm there with them three. I went outside and played. I come back. John Watch is going upstairs. When I come in the house, I'm like, hey, Daddy. Like, hey, you going upstairs? All you heard was silence. Then he came downstairs. He said, Bunny, tell Mika, oh, shit. Tell such and such to come back here. Put his mom on the phone. Put him on the phone. Put him on the phone. He like, yo, did what's wrong with the toilet? You was the last one in there. I tried to flush the toilet. It wouldn't go down. All right. John Wash, Bunny's like, what's the matter? Because like she gave him the phone, she ain't say nothing. So Bunny's like, what's the matter? So he like, nothing. So now the water done seep back down, and because the toilet's messed up and that ball is way up under there where you can't get it, all of the stuff that the dookie stuff from my brother, it went down to the bottom fucking thing, and I just sitting there. Disgusting, right? So the water low, I ain't see it. My granddad described to me. I could go upstairs. He done did number 2 in the damn toilet. Something. The turd must have been so big it done clogged it up. Damn sure ain't sticking my hand in there. So he goes up there and he tries to get the plunger. I'm hearing this. It's not working. It's not working. Now he just smashed everything up in there, and it's just like muddy waters. So now everything's stinking. He getting madder and madder and madder. John Wash ain't gonna bring my brother back up there. I mean, John Wash. My mom ain't gonna bring my brother back up there because John Wash on the warpath. He mad because he can't get the job done. He ready to kick ass and he can't beat nobody in the house. Bunny's off limits, and me, I wasn't in it, so I could just sit back and be like, John Wash doesn't have any ass to beat, and he knows he's the only person that knows how to do. So he's telling me, he's a Stevie, come up here and help. No. I'm not messing with that. Now, I don't tell him no. I'm like, Dad, what do you want me to do? He don't want to be up there around that funk by himself. He want, misery loves company. The sewer smell. He don't want me. He want to be up there. He want me to endure. I'm not dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? So listen. All of a sudden, my mom come up there. What's going on? What's going on? Such and such. Your damn son done damn near broke the toilet. Go up there and look what it did. It's carnage. He said it was carnage. I didn't even know what carnage was back then. He said it was carnage in the toilet. Joanne goes upstairs. Oh my God. Dad, I'm gonna take care of it right now. She ain't gonna do nothing. She just wanted to leave and get out of there. She left. Right? Now he got to call a plumber because he can't fix the problem. Bunny like, I gotta go to the bathroom, Johnny. So he mad because the plumber's coming. He gonna have to pay money. So John Watts got real ignorant. You might as well go up there and use the bathroom. I mean, you gotta use you old, you gotta use the bathroom, go use the bathroom. She had pee, right? So he thinking the plumber gonna clean it up. So I mean, damn, mess it up. I don't give a damn. But he goes up there, use the bathroom. She's like, oh my God, this is bad for me. She's like, this is bad. Like, we only have one bathroom. She's like, oh my God, this is bad. So now she didn't use the bathroom. My brother used the bathroom. The ball's stuck. It's just a mess, right? The plumber come like 3 hours later. It was almost nighttime. John Wash hot. Can't use the bathroom. I gotta pee. I'm running over there to my cousin's house 2 doors down. I'm using their bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Because the house thinking it's a mess. John Wash furious. Plumber come. I never forget. It was an old fat white dude with his hair like Larry off the Three Stooges. Never forget. He came in. He had on overalls. He said, yeah, you said you got a clog thing? John Watts is like, it's upstairs. He went upstairs. The guy was like, okay, something is lodged in the thing. John Watts was like, yeah, I know. How much is it going to be? He said, I'm going to be here like 3 hours. Now, I know toilets now, how to fix them and stuff like that. I know dude was dragging us. You know what I'm saying? He was dragging us. I'm going to have to open the line outside and got to see in this and that. So John Watts like, I got a snake downstairs, like the metal thing. I got a snake and I know how to run the thing. How much if I do that for you to take the price off because of you looking at about $200. That was a lot of money back then. $200. So Bunny was like, we got the money. No, we don't. John Watts like, no, we don't. John Watts getting, he started getting cheap. No, we don't. Well, the guy got slick at the mouth. He said, well, sir, I got other people that are waiting for me. Either you want it done or you don't. John Watts looked at this dude like, thank you for your time. He said, thank you for your time. John Watts was so damn mad. John Watts, Stevie, go get the toolkit. He goes, says, I hear a bunch of banging. John Watts, I want to be a man. John Watts took the toilet off the damn floor. He done ripped the toilet out the floor. I didn't know toilets have this wax ring that stops the water. He done ripped the damn toilet off the thing and every damn thing, right? He got the toilet upside down. It's shitting. It's all over the fucking floor. All over the floor. John Watts is stupid. He got it flipped over like it's a go-kart and he working on the edge. He pulled the ball out. It was a ball in there. He came downstairs and he had shit on his head. He was dirty. He was like, it was a ball in there, y'all. But he was on the phone. He came down the stairs thinking. She was like, she said, oh my God. Oh, come on, Johnny. And she made that face. He was like she's going, oh my God, Johnny, that's disgusting. He opens the door with his shoulder, he throws the ball outside, and like I'm walking over there and I'm like this. He like, see, like John Watts right here, he ain't got no all switch. He trying to show me, he got shit on his hand. He throws the damn thing, right? Now he says, okay, the job is done. Call the plumber back and tell him to put everything back together. I'll pay him $200 now. I don't know what happened, but I know Bunny was mad and they got to arguing and she wouldn't go all the way up the stairs because he was stinking and she was like telling him to take a bath. And then she found out that he was like, the whole bathroom floor was covered in like, you know what I'm saying? It was a mess, but John Watts had to win. He had to get his, you know what I'm saying? Yo, John Watts crazy. So that's that story. I mean, the toilet got fixed. I can't remember much after that. I just remember the funny stuff. Now this next story right here, we go call FTP, F the police. A while ago, I used to pay, like I didn't know what it was, but like, you know, I would pay that thing where they give you the police, it would be like a police union or whatever, and you would pay like a certain amount of money and they would give you this thing in your window. This is when I was working for my work truck. They, you know, when you have a company, they call you for support. I said, okay, I'll give y'all some support. So they say, how much, you know, you want to give? Like certain packages, you get certain things. So I paid like the highest thing. It was like $300 a year or something. So I gave them like $300 and they gave me this thing where it's like this certain type of sticker or whatever it was. And you put it in your car and people don't bother you. Police don't bother you. Because I guess you support them or whatever. I'm not thinking nothing. I just like, okay, $300 a year. I won't get pulled over because I'm new to Houston. I don't know out here that police don't really bother you like that. Like in Jersey, when you go down the street and if your car don't match the way you look, they gonna get you, pull you over. And even if you ain't did nothing bad, there's gonna be problems. Just the harassment. I didn't want it out here, but I didn't know it wasn't like that out here. So I'm buying this thing and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm protected. I'm driving, thinking everything quarter right? And nothing ever happened to me. I had cops behind me. I'll be driving and speeding, they be speeding. I'm like, damn. But it was just basically how stuff in Houston is. Like, you got to really work hard to get pulled over out here. So now I'm like, okay, I'm thinking the thing is working. So every year I'm paying this money thinking it's giving me immunity from being heckled like I was in Jersey. So around the time Now I started doing this like a year, like probably 2 years before, you know, when the media was doing all of that stuff. They had people saying, you know, they was getting killed by police officers. They were shooting at black men and trying to kill black men. And they show all these videos and all this other stuff of people getting killed, right? So now this pops off. Now, I'm not thinking anything about me having a sticker in the window. The sticker runs out. They always call you the last month it's running out. I'm in the kitchen one day cooking, and my ex-wife, my wife at that time, she says, "You got some mail," and she threw the mail down. And I'm like, "Why are you mad? What is it?" So I look at it. I'm like, "Oh, this is the police thing. Yeah, I'm gonna sign back up." And she's going off. For what? Now she know I've been doing this for the last 2 years. I'm thinking it's giving me, you know, a neck up to where I'm not getting harassed out here and all this stuff. I'm thinking like it's like in Jersey. She's like, "For what? They're killing black men. All of this other stuff." Now, during this time, me and my soon-to-be ex-wife was on our way out. Like we was so like she would do little things to piss me off. I would do little things to piss her off. So this is one of the situations, y'all. So just hear what I'm saying. Check it out. We sitting up there, right? And I'm gonna fill the thing out. I'm gonna fill it out. "You see what they're doing to black men? They're killing black men all over the place. Why are you doing?" I said, "First of all, you ain't black." Now I'm gonna tell you something. My wife was super high yellow. She was like the lightest person I ever was married to. Like her veins showed through her skin. Like she didn't look black. She just was real light yellow. And I'm like, "You ain't black." You ain't. I made her mad because I was fucking with her. I'm like, "First of all, you ain't black." I'm like, "You got green veins too." I'm like, "Black people's veins don't show through their skin." Like I'm playing with her. I'm bothering her, right? Like just being a smart ass. My son is standing there and laugh. Like he's silently laughing because I'm just being an ass in front of her. I'm like, "Your veins show through your skin." I'm like, you ain't black. You don't count. So you can't make that conversation. I'm saying all this stuff, playing with her, right? Like being smart with her, right? So she's like, getting all red. I said, "Look, you're turning red. You can't. You don't count. They're not gonna kill you. Like you don't fit the, you know." Because like I'm just playing the narrative of how she's saying, "Okay, black people getting killed. They targeting black. Well, they wouldn't target you. So what are you worrying about?" Like I'm just fucking with her, right? So check this out. I said, I'm filling it out. So I filled it out and I sent it off, right? Probably 2 weeks later, I done forgot about the damn shit, right? The mail comes in there. She's on fire. "Here!" She throws it down. I looked at her. I said, "What the hell is wrong with you?" She throws it down. My son looks. I said, I did the bunny, y'all. I had to do the bunny. I said, I did the face like, I pulled the thing out. I said, "Oh," I pulled up the thing, right? It was like the badge with the sticker piece. She was standing there on the side, looking at me from like on the side of the thing where the refrigerator was. I was like, and I showed the bad shit. I said, "Fuck the police, not on my watch." And I did like this and I pointed at it and I showed the thing. Man, this motherfucker tried to hit me with everything in that kitchen. I was only playing with her. I was like, "Not on my watch. F the police, not on my watch." Yo, she was hot. She picked everything and just trying to fight. I had to pick Tegan up. It was a mess. It was a whirlwind. I had to pick my daughter up. Man, she was only 2. She's like, "What the hell's going on?" I just grabbed her and shielded her like from the onslaught of this. Just, ow, shit. Oh my God. Oh, yo, I ain't shit, man. I ain't mean nothing by it. But I mean, we was on our way out and like, you know, she was just being an a-hole. I'm going to play that game. Shit. But anyway, that's that story, man. I'm stupid. I ain't shit. I don't care. Now, this next story, you're going to really like. And listen, I'm just saying what I saw, so I don't want to hear nobody's mouth. "Oh, Steve, you're saying something about big girls or something." Listen, it ain't like that. I'm just telling you, this story happened when I was 19 years old. In fact, I was 18 years old. All right. Now listen, y'all. Listen. I'm in college. I'm in college, and I have friends that I've met out there in college. So I'm out there in Mississippi in college. They got this homecoming. Now, during the time I was down there, 91, I don't know how many times they let a lot of people from out of state come, but there was an influx of massive amounts of people from the Midwest. I was one of two people from Jersey to this. I went to HBCU, you know what I'm saying? So like we get there and it's like a menagerie of people, a lot of them that don't even need to be in college, but I guess they were just letting people in there. So anyway, right? I rode with dudes from Chicago. Shout out Chicago, you know what I'm saying? Chicago, some dudes from Detroit I rode with, mainly Cleveland, because I wasn't from Jersey. I mean, there was a lot of people from Jersey, and the one person from Jersey was in another building, and I didn't meet him till later. So check this out. I'm running around with these dudes. We in the heart of Mississippi. We come out there, we look like rappers. We got on fly clothes. You know, East Coast, your gear got to be right. We going to a place where a lot of people, you know, it was like rural. So a lot of people didn't have, you know, the clothes we had. So we looked like superstars. And if we was from the East Coast and we had the accent, man, they was going crazy out there. They was going, I've never seen anything like, it was just buck wild. The wackest dude was getting chicks. You know what I mean? Thickums too. You know what I mean? Everybody, man, listen, yo. But anyway, check it out. We get down there. In school for a while, couple months, homecoming come. Now we established, people know who we are. Like people know who certain people are. You know, you go to class, people know who you are. They call you by your street names and stuff. I'm out there. I got a name for myself. People got a name for themselves. It's all love. It's all good. People we just cool. Everywhere we go, it's like people speaking. Nice. Check it out. One of my boys from Chicago is dating this older girl. Now the older girl got a Camaro. Now we straight out of high school. This girl got a Camaro. And like, you know, most of us didn't even have cars. She got a Camaro, looked like a brand new Camaro, a convertible at that, but she was a senior. You know what I'm saying? Their parents, you know, I guess, you know, being in the world for 4 years, you should have advancements. But anyway, she had a car. And she was on my boy. I'm like, yo, she know you 18? Because when you're 18, somebody 22 years old that, you know, got a car, they look like a grown woman to you. You be like, yo, it's almost intimidating. So I'm like, yo, she know how old you is, bro? You're like, man, she don't even care. She just all on me. You know what I'm saying? He started kicking with her. Got so bad, he started staying with her over in Women Towers where she was at. And like down there in the South, it's brutal. They don't have mixed dorms. The farthest you could do when you came down there to meet a girl, because they try to stop that being physical, you could only chill in the lobby with them. But you know, everybody snuck people in their rooms and stuff back in the day. But you know, Women Tower was hard because it was elevators that went straight up, and like the lobby was right there. So I don't know how he was pulling it off. But anyway, he was staying there with her, right? So everything was good. One day he come to me and she must have said, hey, I got a cousin. She was on the phone because they used to have phones there. And I think I was in the lobby laughing and joking with him. The girl heard me over the phone, right? Whoever she was talking to. I don't know nothing about this, guys. Come to find out, when he get back to the dorm, he like, yo, old girl was on the phone with her cousin. She want to meet you on the strength of how me and her are. Now I'm looking at the chick. This chick he had was bad as hell. Like magazine cover bad, right? I'm like, bet, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I'm gonna get something fly like that. Shit. Yo. She called me a couple of days later. Sexy ass voice. This Steve? Yeah, what's up? You know what I mean? We talking back and forth. I'm making her laugh. I'm spitting the macaroni. The vibe is flying. You know what I'm saying? Homecoming coming that weekend. Home game. Oh, I don't be on campus. We can meet up for home. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I'm boo loving all week. Yeah, shorty, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm coming with the dumbness. You know how we used to talk back in the day. I'm gonna be at the game. You better be up there with me. I'm talking. I don't even know what this motherfucker look like. I'm like, yeah, you gonna be up there with me. Oh, most definitely. I'm talking all this shit because I'm talking to my peoples. The dude, I'm like, yo, how she look? He like, she bad and enjoying. I'm like, oh, I got the, yo. I'm really on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Blowing it up. Honey dripping from my mouth. I'm pouring it on. Man, I saw this motherfucker. I swear to God, yo. Oh my God. See this, man. See, this is why you don't boo love without seeing somebody. Oh my God. Listen, man. I swear to God. Listen. Oh shit. Look. She came the night before because they had this. We used to have this club called the After Dark. So after dark, people come off from campus and party up there, and it was just a converted gas station, but it would just be packed. And like the After Dark was shit, so we just be at the AD. So everybody did dance and stuff. Then we all chilling out there, hanging with dudes and stuff. It was a nice vibe. She's supposed to be coming up to the After Dark with old girl in the Camaro. So I'm all flyed out. You know what I'm saying? She never come. Oh, she'll be here tomorrow. Old girl come. Oh, she'll be here tomorrow. I'm looking at his girl. She look good. I mean, I know her, but she looking real good. I'm like, damn. Oh, I said, tomorrow we gonna walk up in there. We gonna have some bad joints. She ain't on campus neither. Come on, they gonna be like, yo, Steve, who was that? Who was that? Don't worry about it. You know, man, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. You cannot tell me nothing. The next day, around 10 o'clock, because we used to have like the thing where they would just do like a parade, like they would just, you know, go through. So like we all meeting up. She like, yo, I'm bringing shorty with me tomorrow. Man, I'm getting mad all damn ready. And I'm not saying, listen, I'm not, women get mad when I say, listen, I'm just, shit, it's gonna be, I'm the one that experienced trauma, shit. Just listen. Oh my God. I remember it just like it was yesterday. This motherfucker had on. She came up. She had on. This is when they used to have Jerry curls back then, still in like 1991, 92. Jerry curl was played out. When I was down there out at college, they had Jerry curls and they would wear that. The pre-Jiffy Pop, they would wear that heat bag, that shit. And it was nothing. And people still had Jerry curls on the thing. And like, we was kind of like, we wouldn't really mess with the girls with the curls like that. Cause you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, dudes will rip you like, yo, you hit the Jerry curl. This chick had not only had the Jerry curl on, but she had the bag on her head. And got the nerve that had a bag on her head. Thank you, Anita. Got the nerve that had a bag on her head, but had a bag like this, where half the hair was laid down. Like, you know how them chicks be doing that baby hair shit, right? You know how they be doing that baby hair shit? They took that stick gel or whatever that gel was, used to smell like donuts. She slicked it right here all the way down, made it like real flush and shiny, and then put the thing right, the Jiffy Pop right there. She had it like that, y'all. That ain't the kick. That's only the first part. Oh my God, look, she had the joint like this. This part was like slicked down. The Jerry curl part was right there. It was woofing in the back. Look, oh, I'm getting traumatized. Listen, she had on a tank top, like a man's tank top, overalls, like the little kid overalls, like the mechanic overalls, the redneck bro. She had them on. She had real big torpedoes, right? She was probably about 6 foot tall and easily 280. You could tell she had a lot of her father's genes because you know how, like, see how I got this shit on my face? A lot of women, sometimes it's a condition. Women usually get it down here. She had it all the way up here. She had this dark shit on her face, right? But remember that I was ready to fight. And it's not, people look how they look, bro. I'm not being, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. Now I got to stand up and show y'all, so don't laugh. Look, I got to sit down low because I got to watch and see what I look on here. But anyway, she had, okay, yeah. She had the overalls on. The kind where you do the snap part right here, regular blue overalls, right? Like, you know, where it's open, like it was like a man's overalls, like the kind of Q dogs would wear, but it was the blue jean one. She had that on. She had the white tank top under it. All of her arms was out. You know what I'm saying? And all of this was like, you know, it was pulled up. And like, you know, you could see where like the pockets and stuff go. Down at the bottom of the overalls, y'all, she cut the bottom because it was a onesie. She cut the bottom, had a belt on. She had a belt on that was like sparkly, like bedazzled. And then she had the bottom of the pant part. She cut the legs of the pants off and beat it like Daisy Dukes in a butt. On top of that, she wore bloomer drawers, so the V was like near the crack part, and it was loose. So like the drawers was there, and like it was just a V. It was disgusting. Who wears overalls with the V part like crack? Oh, it was disgusting. Who told? Yeah. Who told her that looked good? I think her sister, her cousin set her up. Who told her it looked good, man? This is the kick. This is the coup de grace. Now you listen to me, you listen to me, you listen closely. Check this out. Remember I said she had this stubble like me? She didn't know how to do her makeup, so she put on that foundation shit. And I don't know if she was supposed to brush it in or what. But the shit was like this. This part of her face, and she was kind of dark skinned. This part of her face was my complexion, and all of this up here was dark. So it looked like she had on like Indian war paint, and like I felt so bad. And she came, I thought she was playing a joke at first. Till she opened her mouth. She was like, hey, what's up? And like she came up and I seen that fucking. What do? I mean, and I'm not a bad person, but I mean, no means no in this case. Hell to the no. And we was talking greasy on the phone too, like, oh, I'm gonna give you this stuff. Oh, I'm gonna take it too, girl. Oh, Jesus Christ. When I talk so much, it's like I can't get past. I can't. I'm looking at my people. This is the kick, y'all. Here I am in the corner. I'm running my mouth all through the dorm. Yo, I got a bad joint coming through here. I bet you $20 my joint look better than yours. And yeah, I don't care. Wait, yo, I got a fly joint. Yo, I got like 4 or 5 dudes with me. Like, yo, I got to see this. I'm like, you'll see, watch. I got the fly. They're like, oh, he got the gear on. So now the Camaro pull up. They're like, oh, there she go. They all grab me like, oh, I'm like, yo, chill. You know what I'm saying? Chill. I'm swearing them the shit. Shorty popped up. Old girl came first. And that made me mad. Tasha knew something was going on. Shorty popped up. I seen her by herself. She came in the crowd. She hugged him. I'm like, yo, where's Shorty at? The opposite way. Somebody tapped me. Oh, we turned around. You got your face like the goddamn Ultimate Warrior. What the hell is wrong with you? Yo, I swear to God, yo, it made me so mad. Like, why? Why me? Why would you do me like that? And it's not messed up. I mean, I didn't care about that, but it's just, it was too many things. Like, and I knew she was trying, but Jesus Christ, man. I mean, I can't even explain it. She had the Daisy Duke overalls with white bloomer panties, like, and then like, you can see the panties like regular. Who does that? And then like she had the shit on her face, like, and then the Jiffy Pop, like with the slick piece, right? We went to the thing, right? We went to the thing. Now the only thing that saved me was it was a lot of us. So she kept trying to like wrap around my arm and stuff like this, right? I kind of was like, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, acting like I was a boxer. I couldn't. But the whole time my people's is like in the cut and they keep getting in the way where they can make eye contact with me and they keep going. You know, boys get clowned bad, man. And I walked right into, I ran my mouth. You couldn't tell me nothing. I got a bad joint coming in. They was like, man, yo. So anyway, it got so bad, right? That I'm sitting there and our team was scrubby that year. So we was losing the game. You know, people just want to be at the game. So I'm saying to myself, like, hey, I gotta get out of here because, you know, my friend, after the games, he usually go with his girl and they go do their thing. They go drive off, go somewhere, then he come back late at night. Shorty came with her. So I'm like, yo, what you doing after this? He like, you know what I'm doing, baby. So I'm like, you doing that with her? She like, nah, she's staying here with you. She said something about you told her, you know, you gonna get her up in the room and y'all gonna do what y'all do. And I said, what? I said, I never said, and then it hit me. I did. I was like, yeah, you can come through. I said, you know, I throw that thing on you. Ain't nothing. I'm talking trash. I'm gonna sneak this joint in my room, risk getting thrown out of school for this. Nah. Now I got to make, I said, bro, you gotta help me make an excuse so I can't. He said, nah, I ain't doing nothing. I ain't doing nothing. You gotta figure it out. You the one who was macking. You the one, and she was feeling me too. That's another, see, King like that. That's another thing. She was feeling me. And I was like, and like, I mean, I didn't act mean to her or anything like that. I would never do that. But I was like, I can't really, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, my man took one for the team and I dipped off and I said in about 30 minutes, tell her I'm sick. You know what I'm saying? And I went back to the room with my other friends that was clowning me the whole time. And she wound up going back with him, with her girl. And then they met up later on that night. But man, I'm telling you, I felt so bad, man. And it's not, this is a hard thing. When you date somebody, vanity is everything to a woman sometimes. And I know she was doing all of this stuff to impress me. So who am I to say, hey, what the fuck? You didn't blend that? Like, you don't know how to blend that? Like, who did her face? Like, it would be an embarrassing thing. So I just kind of act like I didn't see it. And then it was like, you know what I'm saying? And then like the team, she was cheering. She put her arms up. It was like a big ass, it was like afro. It was, oh my, I couldn't take it. It was powder. The shit was sticky. I was just like, because she was next to me. She was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. Oh shit. It was just like, boom, there it is in my face. She was taller than me. I wasn't feeling it. But anyway, it was real hard, Jane. Jane, you be trying to crack jokes. It was real hard dealing with that. It was real hard to, it was too much. You know what I'm saying? But I put her off easy and like, he kind of was like, it didn't work. It didn't, you know, it didn't. But I was just mad and I learned, look, yo, I'm not going to run my mouth until I see what you look like because I'm not falling for this damn stuff. Now it's like, I'm older. I ain't got to worry about that dating app. I would never do a dating app if you paid me. Like, it's too much now, especially these stories I do now. I'm scaring my damn self. I don't want to meet nobody. That's why I'm going to axe upside the damn head. All right, we are an hour and 43 minutes into this. I'm going to try to wrap this up. We got, let me tell you this story. We got we have 3 more stories. Let me tell you something. Check it out. I had a client that I just recently got away from, and I am very happy to do that. And you know how people say Karen, the word Karen, like somebody, you know, that whines and complains and stuff like that. I don't really like using that word, but I mean, this lady right here, if there was such thing as a Karen, she's one. I was staying with this, you know, as a client, I'm come and do this job with this lady. This lady right here was the craziest lady I ever seen. This woman right here, y'all. One time, when I first started doing her tank, this lady would come outside with a megaphone and her neighbor, she would yell at the neighbor from her backyard at a megaphone because they put the trash cans outside on the wrong day, a day before the trash cans was out there. She was doing like that. You don't put the trash, like she would just do crazy stuff. And I would just look at her like, you know, I'd be in there cleaning the fish tank and I would just look at her like through the window, like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with her? And she would come in and just like, you know, some people like they want to make eye contact with you and then just start telling you their side of what, like, so you can go along with it. But like, if you don't go along with it, you don't know what's going to happen. So you just be like, yeah. Come in the house. She like, he put his trash out. It's supposed to be on Wednesday. It's only Tuesday, right? Who Who does that? And like she would do that shit. And I would be like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm clean, doing the thing, right? And I'm like, okay. Then I'm gonna show you how wild she was. One time, it was in the summertime, right? I sprayed off the aquarium with window cleaner, and I forgot a towel outside, and the walk is too far. When I spray that stuff, it'll streak if I don't wipe it off. I said, Miss Such and Such, let me have a couple of pieces of paper towel. The kitchen right there is a full roll. Normally people would be like, no problem, bro. Here. Because you see them, all the foam and stuff I'm trying to wipe off. I wipes the shit off, right? Takes the thing, throws it away, leave. This motherfucker complains. She complains. You know what I mean? To the maid, and didn't think it would get back to me. He's very unprofessional. He don't have his own paper towels. You're doing your job and you're this and you're that. First of all, I use white towels. You know what I mean? And like I wanted to explain to her, when you work in the work van in the summertime, it's humid out here in Houston. So if you take a dry thing of paper towels and put them in a safe, clean, dry area in the back of the truck, if there's any puddle of water or anything wet, the humidity will absorb into the thing. So you can't have it because it gets wet. It'll mess it up. So we can't carry paper towels. So anyway, but like she made a big thing out of that. So what made me mad was, and this was like the ultimate thing, and I just wanted to say this, tell you this quick story. A friend of mine is at the gated security. I ain't seen this dude in a long time. I think I told this story. I see him. I'm like, yo, what's going on? I ain't seen this guy in like 10 years. Like, he didn't even know my business took off. He remember I started my business. He didn't know my business. So he's like, yo, you still doing this? That's what's up. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll meet him at the gate. I'm going into the place. As I'm pulling up to the place and turning around, he coming with them little golf carts. He following me. He had something to ask me. He pulls up next to me, and the golf cart got like the little lights on it, little yellow and white lights, like, you know, security thing. So he pulls up next to me, and he's just talking to me. I got 7 minutes before my appointment at 7:45. So it's like, what, 6:37 or something like that? 6:34. So I'm talking. I'm like, yeah, I got to go in here. And he was like, oh, that's your client? Like, he keeps talking to me. He don't know this lady. So he keeps talking to me, and he's talking to me, and he's like looking over my head because I'm in the car. Like he's in the golf cart looking at me. I'm inside the car, top of the car. He keep looking over the top. He's like, and he keep looking like, and he's looking like, you know, like as if somebody's waving at you and wants you to. What she was doing is she comes out there and she's standing there like this, looking at me like, ain't you supposed to be doing something? It wasn't my time to go in there. You know what I'm saying? So he's looking, and he's looking at the lady. She came out and was so just, I guess she didn't want him in front of the house, or she didn't want me standing there. She came out there and did like this with her hands on her hips and just stared. Like, I'm waiting. I looked at the clock, looked at her, and I kept talking to dude and laughed. You know what this motherfucker did? She came from the curb and she walked in the street and got between me and him and just stood there and looked at me. You know what I'm saying? I erupted. I looked her right up and down. And my man, I'm gonna talk to you later on. I just looked at it. I said, I'll talk to you later on. And he left. I jumped out the car. I jumped out the car. I didn't give a damn if she was my client anymore. I was hot. Don't you do that to me? I jumped out the car. I said, Miss Such and Such. I don't know why I get up on people. I said, Miss Such and Such, I don't care what your problem is. And I know why you were standing out here. I said, I come to your house exactly 7:45 in the morning. I work with you, not for you. I said, you ever pull a stunt like that? And I put my hand across her fucking face like I got her face. You ever pull a stunt like that again when you feel like you're trying to one-up somebody? That'll be the last time. I said, I will leave here and I'll make sure nobody ever come here and do any work for you. I'll put the word out, and I'm telling you, if us technicians talk crazy about you, and this is true, we talk crazy about you and get your address and your name, you'll never get nobody over there, and your investment in that fish tank will be for naught. You know what I'm saying? And I told her, I said, yo, you can shoot with that. So anyway, I go and do that, and she goes in the house, right? We never spoke again. And just as of recently, she told me, oh, I don't need you to come do the fish tank no more because we're going to take it down because we moving. I said, thank effing God. Yo, she just was just I mean, she never did anything to me after that, but like she hated me and I hated her. Like, I mean, it was just a mutual, like we won't talk. Like when she would pay me, I would just yeah, I need that. Yeah. Thank you very much. I wouldn't even look at her and just leave out. Man, oh my God, the way she did that, like would you say that the fish died? I don't know. No, the fish was alive when last time I was over there. I don't care. But I know for a fact nobody else went over there because there's only one time slot that she could do. And it was that time early in the morning. And that's the only time because she had to do something else. It was because of some other factors I don't want to talk about the people, but that's the only slot she went. And I went back a few times to make sure she was telling the truth. He was telling the truth. Because one time I looked, the garage was up and they had the fish tank in the garage. Somebody tore the fish tank down. It was in the garage. But man, I mean, some people will play you straight out. I can tell y'all some of my some funny stories, like really funny work stories, man. I might do that, but man, I just don't give out names and locations. People put two and two together. But yeah, she was a rough chick, man. I mean, I just never seen nobody do that. Like just get in your face, like I'm standing here, you better do something, and you get your ass knocked the fuck out on the wrong person and try to push weight on. So that's that story. Now we got 2 stories left. Now y'all was asking me about John Wash, right? I'm gonna tell y'all something that happened last year, and I forgot totally about it. John Wash be blacking out in Florida, right? Now John Wash is way older, than his wife. So sometimes John Wash might black out and can't nobody talk to him. So they call me, his wife called me and be like, Stevie, talk to him. He's trying to drive the car. He's trying to John Wash. Give a damn. He's trying to drive the car. John Wash 96, man. They took your license. John Wash, you can't drive. I can go wherever I want. And then, he gets acting a fool, right? They call me. So I just talked to him and he respects me. He talk and be nice, right? So let me clear my throat on this because I'm going to holler in this one. This happened recently. So John Wash, right? I'm working. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm out here in Houston. I'm regular day. And I give his wife credit. You know what I'm saying? She called, voice always calm. Hey, Stevie, can you talk to your dad? I hear him in the background. You don't need nobody to talk to me. Oh, John Wash 96, so he blacking. You know what I'm saying? He blacking out. You don't need nobody to talk to me. It's Stevie. Put him on the phone. Stevie, let me tell you something now. She's talking in the back and while he's trying to talk to me, he's like, I'm on the phone with my grandson. What it was this. Something happened to where she had a son that was homosexual and needed him to move in the house because he could do stuff that John Wash couldn't do as far as like housework and stuff like that. John Wash is old school. This whole movement and stuff, them dudes back in the day, is not with that. You know what I'm saying? So John Wash is like, nah, I don't care what it is. I don't want that, any Jehovah's Witness. You know what I'm saying? So John Wash is blacking out. So I'm like, I don't know what to say. I'm like, yo, John Wash, like, what's going on? What am I say? Hey, I know how he dealt with his son that was gay. You know what I mean? He was displeased. I don't know what to say. I can't call. So she basically wanted me to be like, yo, tell him he needs help. It don't matter who the help come from. And he need to look past certain things if it make his life better. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, put him on the phone. I'm like, Dad, what's going on? And when he gets on the phone, he goes off. She keeps talking in the back. Now, this is her son. I hear him in the background. This is a grown man now. I hear him in the background. You ain't, what'd he say? You ain't going to do nothing. Oh, you need to sit down and stop. Will you calm down? But he's very, very, very feminine. Very feminine. John Moss don't like that. So John Moss, remember, John Moss got one of his legs, you know, from war or whatever. Now he got cartilage, like it's gone. So he sit down a lot, and he had that little scooter, you know, them hand scooter things they drive, or them scooter power chairs or whatever. Said John Watts got that in the garage. So now she's like, oh, Stevie, and she's playing what's happening. I hear him going back and forth, and the dude is starting to get riled up. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? She's like, he ain't doing nothing. But he not being disrespectful to my granddad, but I'm getting amped up listening, like, hold up. Yo, what's happening? And I hear John Watts just blacking out, and he's saying all kind of slurs and stuff. The guy like, why you gotta act like that? You know, you could see it was a weird exchange, but John Watts going at, and I'm like, yo, put him on the phone. She talks real slow. She's like, Johnny. And like I said, you want to talk louder than that. Put him on the phone. I'm trying to get him calm because I remember how he used to be. Now, my granddad can't walk. He can stand up, but he can't move. So he's in this thing. I got that for him for his birthday when he was a kid. I'm saying, what is going on over there? So this is what was happening. We're going to skip all this stuff. This is what was happening. John Bosch, it's crazy. The dude had a giant teddy bear, right? He had a giant teddy bear he was trying to bring in because he was moving in the house. John Bosch wasn't letting him move in the house. He had to come to the garage. So John Bosch was mad because he sat in John Bosch's car and moved the car that John Bosch can't drive anymore. So that's what set John Bosch off. So John Bosch already mad because this dude was in his car. You know what I'm saying? Dude coming in, he got the teddy bear. John Bosch takes the car and rams the teddy bear when the guy is bringing it in the thing. John Bosch tries to hit him and crashes into the teddy bear. John Bosch to back the truck up, right? Back the thing up. It was beeping. I can hear it beeping like a forklift. Beep, beep. Johnny, it's the teddy bear, like the teddy bear. Johnny, it's only a teddy bear. It ain't coming in my damn house. He blacking out. I said, what's going on? I said, give him the phone, man. Like she won't give. I'm not. John, please, it's Stevie. He ain't trying to hear nothing. John Bosch in that zone. I've never seen him like this. He's backing up and he's crashing the teddy bear. The teddy bear is like in the doorway where the garage is. He's trying to knock the teddy bear out the door. And the guy is like getting the teddy bear, like trying to push it. And the top of the teddy bear is on him. John Bosch gets mad. She's telling me to play ball. She's like, oh, she must say his name, her son's name. Don't put the bear on. I said, I'm about to come down there and fuck all y'all up. I mean, because I'm hot. I'm like, yo, I'm starting to get mad. Like, yo, I'm about to come down there and fuck all y'all up. My granddad, I said, put him on the damn phone. I'm trying to be nice. And now I'm blacking out. It was overwhelming too. I knew too much happened. John Bosch grabs this letter opener. The guy got the bear and he's leaning the bear, like trying to push John Bosch, and John Bosch is in that car. The bear is on John Bosch. John Bosch, man. John Bosch take the letter opening. He's stabbing the bear like the bear is him, and the dude is like holding the bear. Call the cops. John Bosch blacking out. 90-something years old. He's blacking out. Stabbing the bear. I said, listen, call the police. Just call the fucking cops. I can't get down there. I couldn't control him. But anyway, about 10 minutes, I hang the phone up. I call my mom. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? She's like, I'm going to call. I said, no, just wait. Let me tell you what happened. You didn't know what happened? 10 minutes later, the phone rings. John Wash and his wife is on speaker. Stevie, I'm sorry I called you. I'm okay down here. Me and such are okay. We were working it out. Don't be upset. Don't be panicked. And she must have said you got me upset. So he must have thought like, damn, I don't want to get him upset and think of. So I think he kind of calmed himself down because he think he hurt my feelings or something. And he know, like, I like Stevie. Me and Stevie gotta be cool. Let me go. So he squashed the beef just to come and console me like I was a little kid, like I was panicked. And I'm like, no, it wasn't like that. But anyway, he's like, yeah, We okay. Okay. I said, okay, you're all right out there. Now, I don't want to bring it up because I know John Watts get turned up like that and we'd be back at square one. I said, you okay? He said, yeah, I'm all right. Thank you, Stevie. And then as he's getting off the phone, he don't know how to work technology. I said, okay. And I kept my phone on thing. I'm going to wait for him to hang up. So he's like, okay, because I'm going to hear what they say. The old people, they'll be doing TikTok. All right, Herbert. He ain't bringing that gay ass bear in his house. And he gonna pick up all this damn stuffing off the floor. It's still my house. I'm old, but it's still my house. And he hung the phone up. I said, John Watts is crazy, yo. John Watts is crazy. Listen, I'm gonna tell you how wild John Watts is. And it's the last story I'm gonna tell y'all. What happened to the bear? Do you still sleep with the bear? What bear do I sleep with? What are you talking about? Jane, you be trying to crack. All right, Jane, I'm gonna let you ride with that. Now check this out. Sleep with some damn bear. Shit. This is the last story, and I saved this story for last. This is a John Watts story, right? LA Rams, what's up? Do y'all remember Michael Jackson when he was on the American Music Awards? Was it the Grammys or the American Music Awards that night he first did Billie Jean live? That's an iconic performance. I know a lot of y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember that? I think it was American Music. It was the Grammys or the American Music Awards. Yeah. Raheem said with my thumb in my mouth, y'all crazy as hell. But anyway, the night that happened, something crazy happened in the house with John Watts. Now, the name of this story, I saved this story. We're going to call this story Billie Jean Beatdown. Because remember, this is the first live performance of Billie Jean. It was, it was 1984. You could see it on YouTube when they had the Jacksons and stuff up there, and then they left, and then he stayed out there, and he grabbed the hat, and he did the Billie Jean joint. I used to watch that. I was a big-ass Michael Jackson fan back in the day. Michael Jackson was a shit, and I think part of what made Michael Jackson the shit, if y'all remember, is he would never be on TV all the time. Michael Jackson would show himself except on music videos, and then you would never hear about him in the public. And that's what I think made singers more mysterious and made them better. They wasn't like out here like everybody now getting in trouble. And so when the Grammys was coming on or American Music Awards, you knew Michael Jackson was going to be there. And if they said Michael Jackson's name on a commercial, you know them ratings going to go off the roof. And this was no different. Michael Jackson there with the Jacksons, they perform. Michael Jackson stay on there. He do the Billie Jean joint, right? When he do the Billie Jean joint, I'm going to tell you the story. I'm in the house. I got my Michael Jackson jacket on. You can't tell me shit. I got the because I'm a Michael Jackson fan when I was a kid. I got the Michael Jackson thing on, right? I'm in the house. I got that on. I'm sitting there watching. It's me. It's my mom. It's my uncle who's gay. The one I said his name is Thomas. He's gay. He was in the music and he used to work for Warner Brothers. So he had all these LPs and back in the day, every kind of music you wanted to get, he had. And he was like very much in the music. So he know all about Michael Jackson. And he like, yeah, Michael Jackson, this and that, and that. John Watts is in the back. And when they start playing, they was playing the old Michael Jackson first. The old Jackson songs first. And we had the TV up. So when John Watts, did I have a glove? No, I never had the glove. When John Watts heard the old Jackson stuff, he came to the front and was watching. He was like, oh, the Jacksons, that's good. That's good music. He liked them. When he seen Michael Jackson by himself, and Michael Jackson had the hair in his face, like the curl, he had the sharp features and stuff. Remember, he used to see Michael Jackson, and Michael Jackson used to look like the old Michael Jackson. Now you see Michael Jackson with the plastic surgery, the pointy nose, the hair hanging down, the bang in the front, the skinny ass pants, the flood pants at the bottom that's not fitting, the sparkliness. John Watts hated the sparkles. Because remember, back in the day, we a lot of us grew up in the Disney era. The only dude you ever seen that had sparkles around him was who? Peter Pan when he flew with Tinkerbell. So sparkles on a man was not, we wasn't feeling it. So now Mike got sparkles on him. But, times done changed and he's cool. So whatever he do, it don't matter. So now Mike got the sparkles, right? John Watts coming there, he see Michael Jackson. So now he not saying nothing, but we hype. Michael Jackson start doing the Billie Jean joint, and he started humping. He started humping. He had his hand like this. John Watts, what on? Look at him. Devil stuff. Look at the devil stuff. Grabbing his crotch. Turn it off now. Ain't no way. Now we scared of John Wash, but it ain't no way you touching that TV when Michael Jackson on there. We will all fight, Bunny included. We will all fight John Wash to the death. Michael Jackson, time stop. He's doing the Billie Jean. I'm like, ooh, that's some new moves. I'm looking at I'm looking at his head and shit. He hoping. I'm like, ooh, shit, what the fuck is that? Ooh, that's the new shit. So I'm a little kid. I jumps the fuck up. I'm seeing what he doing. I'm trying to do what he do. Man, that motherfucking belt flew off. I didn't get to the second hump. I had my hand like this. I got like this. I got to the first hump, and then I went to bite the lip, and get to the second hump, that belt hit me. Boom! That shit stung so bad. Soon as he hit me, I just laid down on TV. I couldn't even enjoy myself. Fuck. So anyway, when he smacked me, right? My gay Uncle Thomas, now he's a grown man. He's a grown man, like in his 20s. He busts out laughing. John Watts hits him with the belt, but he misses. He moves. And I can't feel it in his hand watching Michael. He almost got it too. So anyway, I look and I go, like, because me and him was like rivals. I just, now. So be quiet. Bunny's like, stop, Johnny, stop. You like this? Look at him. Now, John Watts has a habit of, remember I said, if you don't like something, he's going to shit on it and try to make you not like it. Or he's going to ruin your, what's his name? Your fun with it. John Watts is picking him apart. You know the part where he's like, doom, doom, doom. Oh, like that. He was like, look at him. And like Michael would jump up on his feet like this. Look at him. Like the floor's hot. He got the hot foot. I think he's I don't want to say the F word, but you know what I'm saying? Look at him. Acting like a sissy. He got on high water pants, sparkly damn socks. I knew it. Never land. He's ripping Michael. Camera magic when he did the moonwalk, and the crowd went crazy when he did it. I was like, oh! Everybody's like in the house, like, oh! Bunny was like, did you see that? When Bunny said, did you see that? And like she was digging Michael Jackson. I think John Watts got a little jealous. I think John Watts, he was like, see what? Camera magic. Look at him. Camera magic. He did witchcraft symbol in the beginning. You saw this. This means witchcraft. This is the horns of the goat. Look at my tongue. He was like 666. John Watts, he crazy. The horns of the devil. You already know it's satanic. Ain't no man spinning around in no circle for 6 times in a row. Got Vaseline on the bottom of his shoes. I said, he's just ripping Michael, but we don't care. We just hear the beat. He doing cool shit. He did the moonwalk. When he did the moonwalk, we was like, yo, we never saw it. That was like the smoothest shit. We was like, oh, he walked backwards. I was like, what else can Michael Jackson do? I'm a little kid. I'm like, what else can he do? Right? Everybody was like, I know, right? When I seen Bunny say, yo, did y'all see that? Like Bunny was shocked with the moonwalk, right? I was like, yo, when Bunny validated it, I'm like, yo, my God, yo, he's not even human. What else can he do? When I said that, John Watts lost it. He running around here with them high water pants on. Sparkly socks. He's not a man. Look at his hair. Look at it. Greasy as hell. I said, but grandma got that. When I did that, he pushed my hand down hard as hell, like, shut up, Stevie. Because I remember I would say, Bunny had the Jerry curl. I'm like, Bunny hair just like that. Hey, shut it down quick. Shut up, Stevie. Sitting up there, spinning around, circles. What did he say? He got that dumb glove on, one hand sparkling. It's an illusion trying to take you to the other side. I said, what other side? You know, and he did his hand like this. I fell out. John Wash, crazy. When Michael Jackson first came in there, right? And they was doing the Jackson stuff. John Wash was sitting, he had on khaki shorts and he had his dress socks, but he didn't have his shoe on and his toe was sticking out the front. I saw him. The reason why I saw him, I was down. Remember, I was watching TV like this. I had to cut my eye. I saw the sock, the fucking dress sock with the toe sticking out. And I saw it tapping on the ground like that. And I said, oh, Dad is in here. And he was sitting there like, you know the part where they be singing all those songs back in the day? And it was like, and they singing all the old jazz. I seen his tongue. He's like, he was feeling that shit. While Michael Jackson is performing, right? This is the crazy part. He blacking out on Michael Jackson, right? And then the part where Michael Jackson, like, remember when, if you go back and look, because I remember, right at the end before the Jacksons left, they did that pose like on the victory thing where Mike was up in the air like this and they was all like doing like that, like he was the star and he had the glove and like, it was showing his face and he was going, because he was tired, he was like, he was doing like that. John Wash, all you heard was this. This is when he started. I think the way Michael Jackson looked, he must have looked too bad, too feminine for him. Where's Joe when you need him? I said, who the fuck is Joe? Bunny was like, stop, don't come in here with that. We want to watch. Where's Joe when you need him? I didn't know he was talking about Joe Jackson, like meaning Michael Jackson needed his ass beat for acting like that. That's what he was trying to say. What the hell is the world coming to? He's over there. He said, oh, cut it off. Witchcraft. The devil. He's popping and gyrating. I bet he ain't never seen no parts of a woman. John Wash crazy. He hated Michael Jackson. But watch this. Watch this. Happened to go to church sometime later, but it was close. Everybody was talking about Michael Jackson. All the Jehovah's Witness people saying something. All of a sudden, somebody says this in the congregation. I was done when I heard this. You know, Michael Jackson is a Jehovah's Witness. When they said that, everybody in there. Now you want to clap for that crap. You know what I'm saying? They were clapping for that. You know what I'm saying? I was hot. So now we get outside. This John Wash. Because John Wash took the coat from him. That's the thing. John Wash took the coat from him. Like, oh, no, you ain't, no, hell no. If anything looked funny with the money, gender-wise, John Wash wasn't playing that. Yo, I don't give a damn. It's what I say in here. You ain't doing that. If it's funny, I ain't down with it. You'll figure it out when you get older. You know what I'm saying? You'll know what you are when you out this house. But anyway, so he done took the jacket. Now, when he find that out, he get in the car. Start in the car. Bunny, I never knew. Join, Bunny. Well, I guess he is. I don't know. Remember they used to back the car up and they lean like this to look backwards and they back the car up and lean over you. I'm sitting there. This him. You could have the jacket back just to wear it outside. Enough. If I wanted to be funny like Michael Jackson, I could only do it in the house. Nobody can see it. John Wash crazy, man. Oh my God. Yo, man, that's it for the stories, bro. Listen, it's 9:21, man. I had a ball with y'all. I'm gonna give y'all 10 minutes of that. That's just bullshit. You want bullshit for a little bit? You want bullshit with the stock market? All right, man. Man, John Wash crazy. He was blacking out. He hated Mike. I'm like, yo, Michael Jackson is Yo, he hated Boy George too. Oh my God. Yo, he hated Boy George. Look at his hat. Stupid, big, little Bo Peep. Like, little Bo Peep, he hated Boy George. Makeup on a man. Unheard of hypocrisy. Makeup on a man. That's all you need to know. He couldn't even be in my presence. Could you imagine him fighting the war with that shit on his face? Boy George with the M16 with the peekaboo on. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. John Watts crazy. If the man had that shit on his face, obviously he ain't gonna be on no battlefield. Like, John Watts be putting people in weird scenarios. Y'all make me get a headache and shit. Oh, shit. John Watts crazy, man. I had a good life, man. Look. Whew. I had a real good life, man. All right, anyway, listen, man. I'm gonna talk to y'all for about 5 minutes. Then I'm gonna get out of here, man. Whew. What's up? What y'all want to talk about? Susie Q, what's up? Susie Q, you be giving me hell. Leave me alone with this hat. What up, Monty? How you been? The shooter killed himself tonight? I told y'all that was going to happen. I'll do a story on it tomorrow. I told you that was going to happen. If he's trying to cover up his death, like he went down some stream and all of this stuff, listen, when they have helicopters in the air, it's hard to get. That's why I was like, he'll get caught. When you have helicopters in the air, it's hard to get on the move. Helicopter can catch anything moving. And I knew they was going to catch him eventually. I didn't think it was going to be soon. Like next week, I thought he would get caught. But I knew he wasn't going to go to jail. After they do these type of crimes, and you know the adrenaline wear off, and then they see themselves on the news, and they see all the stuff that these people are doing, and hey, we're going to catch this dude. And they see the aggressiveness towards, and then they see the faces of the people they slain and the history behind the lives of whom they took away. It pays on them. They cannot come in there and be surrendered. They cannot surrender and be subjugated to seeing the face of so many lives they destroyed. So they're going to opt themselves, or just bang up with the police and hope the police kill them. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Here's another thing. This guy was shooting people with an automatic weapon. That takes chunks off of your body. It's a war weapon. So he's brutally shooting these people, blood flying, stuff flying all off of them. You think he's gonna turn that gun on himself? A lot of them do. They close their eyes and boom. But no, this guy is a small arms trainer. He knows what guns do and the magnitude that certain rounds do. He's not gonna do that. I bet you he did have a gun on him already that he knew had the right grainage and all this stuff, certain bullet that where he got pulled one time, he'll go right out. I guarantee you he had a suicide weapon on him that whole time. They always do. They always do. They has a certain ammunition where you just put it to your head, pull the trigger, you go to sleep and never wake up. Yeah, it's no way he was going to get caught up. And that's messed up. You did all of that just to kill yourself in the beginning. You could have just did that to yourself. And these people could have been here. Everybody got, listen, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but it could be a story I could be telling on here. You never know what the next day going to bring. So why would you be so angry at yourself that you just off yourself about something that happened the day before? Depression is always about something that happened in the past. The future's still there. Y'all ever think about that? Depression and something that depresses you is always something that happened the day before or time before, and you don't know what's in front of you. So it's like every day you get a chance to fix something or move toward fixing something. It's never that bad to where like you took somebody else's ability to fix something the next day or experience something the next day. I would never take nobody's life. That's craziness. And that's why I do these stories. I'll be like, oh man, Steve, you be having these sad stories. They seem the same thing. It's a pattern development. If you see the pattern, you know what I'm saying? You can warn your families and like, you know, I'm not trying to be out here and scare you guys, but I just want you to see what's really out here. You know, because the news will show you one thing, and like I'll get the news and I'll go look at the news article, and then I'm like, okay, they didn't even say that in the news. It just painted something the way a certain way. And that's why I like how like some of these people I do these stories on, they contact me and give me information that the media don't have, and then I come and bring it to y'all. And then you're like, okay, that makes sense. You know? I love you too, Sandra. Thank you so much, baby. Oh, your son works with the team. Who are you working? What team you work with again? I forgot what team. You ain't got to say all that. Oh yeah, I know. You ain't got to say it in here. I remember. Oh man. She says, Mariah say Steve Moonwalk. I ain't not doing that. Man, listen, let me tell you something. A lot of stuff I used to be able to do, I got to go to the gym first and get my body back in shape. I can't do it. I mean, like, if I go and walk on my knees now, it probably sound like somebody breaking plastic bottles, like cracking. See, you grab a plastic bottle and be like that. It might sound like that. I ain't messing with it. Y'all are good though. Hey, listen, long day tomorrow. Good night. Christ for life. You be good. Thank you for stopping by as usual. Listen, guys, I'm gonna get up off of here because my back is killing me on this stool, and I got somewhere I gotta be, and I will talk to you guys later on. I do appreciate you coming by. I hope you had your fun, and I had fun as well talking to you guys. So, as usual, we'll jump on these videos tomorrow. You guys be good, okay? Thank you so much. Love is love. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.